Battle tonight. Starting lineups at kickoff on the other side, presented by Tulalip Resort Casino. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus. It's all coming up next.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville, don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
So my very fondest memory at an Abby's came in high school after we won a state championship in basketball, a moment we'll never forget. The very first thing we did, celebrated across the street at Abby's. And for us to just enjoy and savor the season and what we accomplished there, and that pizza became synonymous with this championship memory. It's great to have some of those just foundational, traditional spots that we can all go to and enjoy a great time.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
Back to Angel Lewin's Arena on this Saturday night. Father's Day weekend for all the fathers out there. We wish you a very pleasant day tomorrow as we got the toss of the coin. And Kentucky has won the toss. They will defer to their choice of the second half.
But I got to tell you, I am almost giddy, JJ, to be doing this game after a season so far of watching along. I've seen Kentucky play every game this season. They are so fun to watch. You know, to see their offense go up against this Wolfpack defense today, I mean, this could be a wild shootout or it could end up 14-12.
So again, Kentucky wins the toss. They will elect to defer their choice to the second half. Washington will be receiving the kickoff. Crowd again shuffling in over here at Angel Lewin's Arena. Say friends, connect with us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, X, and check out our website. Get single game day tickets. They are available online at WashingtonWolfpack.com.
Hey, you know, in big news today, we'll get those updated standings for you whenever we can, JJ, but the Albany has lost 2 games in a row. The Nashville Cats get them today 78-69. Little bit of a shocker there. So Nashville, by sheer percentage points, has gone into first place. Obviously, Albany's offense still very explosive, putting up 69, but how about the Cats rolling up 78?
Just wild, and we'll be seeing the Nashville Cats on Friday, July 3rd, right? This very turf, this very facility of the Dead Angel of the Winds Arena on the corner of Broadway and Hewitt Avenue. On the main, just right on the main drag here in Everett. Again, get your single game tickets at WashingtonWolfpack.com. There's going to be all kinds of specials and lots of events happening.
We're going to have 2 pretty good games in a row.
Yes, sir.
Nashville Cats, they have that super cool logo of the cat with the guitar, one of the all-time iconic Arena League logos.
So teeing up is Eamon Lakip out of Clemson, 5'11", 185-pounder. AF1 veteran.
Well, we're set, partner. It's been a while.
Yes, sir. Sounds like just like Stain. It's been a while.
Been a while, yeah.
2 months.
I'm hoping we haven't forgot the rules.
No, sir, we haven't. Here's a run-up and a kick by Lakeup.
Nice
end
kick.
over end. It will bounce off the net, mishandled. It'll be brought out deep, 8 yards deep in the end zone. And will end up getting tackled into the end zone. It will be a touchback. So Washington will get things started on their first offensive series, 1st and 10.
Well, they elect to kick that off to Byron Edwards, who fields it off of the net down there. And Byron's so explosive. He's really positioned himself as one of the best all-around players in this league with his defensive back prowess and his kickoff returns. Just big play Byron, man. Seems like every week Byron's doing something fantastic.
So it'll be a touchback, 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack on their own 5-yard line. We'll set you up with our starters at the end of this play. 2 receivers far side to the left. 1 man back in high motion. He'll go outside his slot on the yo-yo. Phoenix. Pass goes incomplete, intended for Akil Greer. So the starting 8 offensively for the Washington Wolfpack. Up front, center's Jake Oliphant, the guard Donovan Harden, and the tackle is Dane Montgomery. The quarterback is Eric Phoenix, running back Andre Hendricks, wide receivers Akil Greer, along with Justin Jojo Albright and Deshaun Williams. We'll get to the defensive starters for Kentucky after this play right here. 2 receivers to the far side to the left. High motion outside of slot. Phoenix in trouble, and he will get out of danger. Get out of the end zone. Will end up on the 1-yard line. There'll be a loss of 4 on the play. So it makes it 3rd and a bunch. 3rd down and 14 to go for Washington.
That's a good job by Eric Phoenix just to get away from the rush enough to get out of the end zone. And running out to his right like that, being a left-handed quarterback, it's very difficult to try to make an accurate throw. And Eric elects just to tuck it, take the loss of 4 instead of chancing it and throwing it away. Good decision there by Eric Phoenix.
Joe Golden along with Zeke Rose and Sidney Hudson Jr. are the defensive linemen for Kentucky. In motion out far side. Phoenix 4 yards deep in the end zone. He'll air it up high, duck it. It's going to be a flag. Make it 2 flags thrown on the play. I think we may have ourselves pass interference. That would be the preliminary call.
DeMonte McCurdy, he just impeded the route by Deshaun Williams running along the dasher. Deshaun looked like he wanted to give him a little stop-and-go route, and I think McCurdy might have grabbed on him a little bit there. Yeah, that's McCurdy out there, the linebacker, trying to cover Deshaun Williams. That's a tough matchup, JJ, for anybody, but Deshaun at 6'5", you got to cover him with a linebacker. 1st down will move the chains.
First down for the Wolfpack via the penalty. 1st down, 10 to go for the Wolfpack on their own 11-yard line. Single receivers either side. High motion man will go to the hook along the far side. Just inside the wide receiver. Hand off the big fella, Andre Hendricks. Cross the line of scrimmage, the 20 and down at the 21-yard line. Make it the 22-yard line. More than enough for a 1st down. It's an 11-yard run for Andre Hendricks.
Nothing fancy there, just a quick hitter. And to the outside, Akil Greer, wide receiver number 3. Good job by AG to put a block out there and able to get Hendricks some extra yardage.
1st and 10 for the Pack on their own 22-yard line. Our coverage proudly brought to you by Tulalip Resort Casino. When all you want is everything, log on to everythingtulalip.com. 12:10 to go here in the opening frame. No score. 1 point. The 1 point was scored by Kentucky. Phoenix, pass in the middle. Pass complete, in and out of the hands. Incomplete.
Well, Akil's got to be frustrated on that. Eric Phoenix hits him in the hands on a pretty nice route there. Sprung open. Would have been about a 18-yard gain, and Kiel just couldn't quite hang on to it.
The remainder of the Kentucky defense, the jackback is Shiloh Flanagan, Macback is Zayasi Fanal, and the defensive backs Jodrick Lewis along with DeMonte McCurdy and Bashu Delco Jr. Two receivers far side left for Washington. Slot up into the line. In the motion, Phoenix pass up the middle, found it. In and out of the hands. It's a fumble. It's recovered by Kentucky. Stripped and recovered, brought up by Bashu Delco Jr. So the first turnover of the ball game, and the drive ends at 11 minutes and 12 seconds here on the first. Fumble lost by Washington. And Kentucky will have it 1st and 10 on their own 23.
And just a slant over the middle there to JoJo Olabryce. He hauls it in, but gets gang tackled along the dasher, and the ball comes loose. Able to jump on it there for the Barrels, and they're going to take over, get their first look at their offense, led by quarterback Darrell Overstreet Jr., who's in his rookie year here in arena football has been nothing short of spectacular, passing and running the football.
His running back is Melvin Hollins. We'll give you the receivers and the front three in just a moment. Overstreet pass up, complete across the 20, 15. Lassoed at the ankles across the Washington 13. And forward progress, 16 yards on the pass play.
Nothing fancy there, just right across the middle. Finds Karonse Higgins, first down. Overstreet so accurate last year in college, number 2 in the nation among all colleges in pass completion percentage. Almost 74% of his passes, JJ.
Wide receivers Darius Prince along with Shiloh Flanagan and Karonse Higgins. Tuck, run, and into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky Barrels.
Well, Higgins
out of Southwest, out of Southern Arkansas. And flags fly.
Yeah, that's going to be on Higgins for his antics at midfield on the logo there. They're all in favor of everybody celebrating, but there still are certain rules of decorum. You can't cross the line, and Karonse Higgins did there.
3 plays, elapsed time on the drive is 1 minute and 6 seconds. Let's get the call downstairs. Mike Livingston, our referee this evening. Tyler Olson's the umpire. Seth Nielsen, the line judge. Back judge is Chris Story. Center judge Dwayne Johnson. And the down judge is Charles Giles. 7-0 Kentucky. Point after touchdown. Forthcoming. Amon Lakip to attempt on the hold of Darius Prince.
That'd be a good time for a block kick here.
Snap, placement's good. Kick is up, end over end.
Missed it.
Shanks it left. No good. We've got a timeout on the field. It comes at 9 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Kentucky Barrels 7, Washington Wolfpack nothing. Presented by Tulalip Resort Casino. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus.
Welcome to the fastest game on turf.
The scoreboard doesn't rest.
This is Arena Football 1.
New cities.
A hit like that only happens in Arena Football 1.
New chaos.
This is why you tune in.
New rivalries.
Unbelievable. The scoreboard is on tilt. This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
Seven 0 Kentucky, 9:47 to go here in the first quarter. Alongside James Springs, J.J. Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus and streaming live on YouTube. Lake Hip with the kickoff. It will go off of the net and brought out to return. Out to the 5, spun around and spun around and ends up going into the number on the return. Byron Edwards on the return, so the Wolfpack will have their second possession of the ball game, and they will assess the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
So it'll help them with some field position here to get going. And hey, the last time they had the football, that was a pretty good drive. They got all the way down inside the 15 or on the 10-yard line when that fumble happened. So
secure the pig.
See if we can't get something going here on this drive.
Ball on the far side, hash mark left, 2 receivers wide left, single receiver on the right side. Slot will go into motion. Handoff to Andre Hendricks. It will end up getting dropped back for a loss. And first to get there defensively for the Kentucky Barrels, Zeke Rose, 6'3", 310-pounder, the Mountaineer from West Virginia, Morgantown.
Yeah. Well, Hendricks, he was thinking, take me home country road as he started to go around the right side and then decided, wait a minute, I'm going to go back the other way, but there was just nowhere for him to go.
So a loss of 2. It's 2nd down and 12 now for the Pack. On their own 13-yard line. Ball in between the hashes this time. Trip receiver is in the triangle formation. Phoenix rolls to his left. Flag thrown on the play.
Ooh.
And will end up overshooting his intended receiver. Pass incomplete, intended for Deshaun Williams. And we'll see what the penalty is all about, courtesy from our officials, Mike Livingston.
That's usually back there where there's going to be a hold when Eric Phoenix was on the scramble. The Barrels are going to have to tighten things up here because you can't let Deshaun Williams get that wide open. Oh, there we go.
So illegal defense on Kentucky, and that's going to advance the football. And a fresh set of downs.
They've got to stay within that boxed area, and that time they're saying he went outside of the box on the rush, and therefore becomes an illegal defense. The second penalty on this drive here. One was started after the kickoff, and now this one. It's got us out to close to the 20.
1st and 10 for the Wolfpack on their own 18-yard line. Akeel Greer out of Mississippi. Does a hook on the inside, going to the left, flushed out. Phoenix in trouble, shakes off one tackle, airs it up, and it will go into the stands 3 rows deep. Pass is incomplete.
I tell you what, Joe Golden that time, he is just coming down on Eric Phoenix. This Wolfpack line is having a difficult time keeping those big fellas. And they're Freddie Booth Lloyd. We've heard his name before earlier in the season.
Yes, we have.
Switched teams now. He's over here with the Barrels up front. But
he's alone.
Phoenix. Yeah, oh gosh, what is he's? They say he's 310 pounds. If he's 310 pounds, then I'm 83 pounds. That guy is way more than 310 pounds. He's a mountain.
2nd and 10 for the Wolfpack on their own 18-yard line. Greer will go on the hook in the motion. Inside slot left. Pass out far side complete. Spun off and getting those yak yards. Yards after catch across the 20. Near the midfield stripe on the Washington 24-yard line.
Love that call by J.J. Jensen. Get it out there to Williams in space. You know, J.J., not a lot of defensive backs in this league can match up physically with Deshaun. So if he gets the ball in space and they have to handle him one-on-one, like we saw right there, he's able to get past that first defender.
Third down and 5 now. Line to gain. is the Kentucky 22-yard line. On the yo-yo, inside right, swing pass, up midfield, complete, cross at 20, more than enough for the first down, ends up on the Kentucky 17-yard line, and on the receiving end, Brandon Lambana, 5'10", 185 out of Marist University, moved the big, moved the chains, 1st and 10 back.
Yeah, he's done a really good job this season as a rookie in this league, playing out of the slot. He's not the biggest guy, he's not the fastest guy, but he's super quick. He's one of those shuttle expert type guys, and he gets open underneath there, 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Wolfpack on the Kentucky 18-yard line. Approaching 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, 7-0 Kentucky Barrels. Phoenix, 3-step drop, pass far side complete, 17, 15. And forward progress stop at about the Kentucky 12-yard line. Lampana once again on the reception. What's this? Sean Williams, beg your pardon. Williams on the reception.
Bashu Delco is going to get so sick and tired of Deshaun Williams by the end of the day. Just, again, quick pass out in the flat. Deshaun goes right at him.
6-yard pass play from Phoenix to Williams. 2nd down and 4 now for the Wolfpack on the Kentucky 12-yard line. Pass complete on the near side. Williams again across the 10 and down to the Kentucky 8-yard line. Maybe close to a 1st down. Looking at the side, Judge, it's going to be just shy of the 1st down. It's a 4-yard pass play. 3rd down and 1. Third, and from the looks of the sticks, it's 3rd and inches, 3rd and 6 inches from the Kentucky 8-yard line. 4:40 clock rolling first quarter, 7-0 Kentucky Barrels. Wolfpack on the move. Greer will go on the hook in motion, inside slot, left-hand side. Phoenix, he's going to tuck and run himself. He'll get a couple of yards out of the deal. It's enough for a 1st down. 1st and goal, Washington on the Kentucky 6.
Great decision there by Eric Phoenix. He wanted to throw the quick slant. He saw Akil Greer, decided to pull it down and run for it. And gets ankle tackled from behind by Freddie Booth Lloyd, who for a big guy is very nimble on his feet. J.J. Wells going to send in the play call here. 1st and goal, already on the 6-yard line.
J.R. Wells, longtime arena player and coach. At the helm of the 3rd season of this Wolfpack franchise. Greer will go on the motion, all on the hook, inside slot left. Here's Phoenix, high floater, passes up over the dasher boards and on the pick for the Kentucky Barrels. Joe Dricklow is 5'11", 190. The Cardinal from Ball State. Tough break.
That's a great catch there by Lewis. I want to see this on the replay here because it looked like he grabbed Akil Greer with his right hand and Akil couldn't jump. It was really fast on the replay, but Akil didn't visibly complain about it, so he must have been okay with it. But Lewis paid the price, goes over the dasher board onto that platform down there. 2nd drive we've had, JJ, where turnovers sent us back the other direction.
Let's break away. 3:24 remaining here in the first quarter. Kentucky 7, Washington nothing. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus.
Off the net.
This is Arena Football 1.
Look out.
The ball never dies.
The play never stops.
You better stay awake. Kick it, miss it.
This game doesn't stop.
Doesn't matter.
Anything can happen.
You think the play's over?
He's got a chance off the rebound.
It's not.
Chaos.
Off the net.
Here we go again.
Right back at you. Because in here, the ball never dies.
So the Kentucky Barrels recover on an interception by Washington. Wolfpack's second turnover in his many drives, and Kentucky will start this offensive series. 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line. Receiver in the motion on the far side. In and out of the hands, incomplete. Right there for Garance Higgins out of Southern Arkansas, 6'2" and 190 pounders. Went to the Overstreet with that quick look in the check down.
Well, Higgins had 2 catches on that first drive where he scored the touchdown, and then this one, it seemed like a quick 6-yard out, and it just hits his hands and drops to the ground. No one's more frustrated than he is, as he would have had room to run on that one.
2nd and 10 now for the Barrels. Motion man inside slot, left-hand side. Overstreet works it in near side. A flag thrown on the play. Forward progress. Stop at the Kentucky 7-yard line. We'll find out what the flag's all about from our referee, Mike Livingston.
Well, you really want to get out there to the left and get it to Darius Prince going down the dasher board, picked up by Micaiah Lee.
Half the distance to the goal, so it's going to end up, it's going to be a first down. We'll call it first down and 13, or second down and 13. On the Barrels' own 3-yard here in the first, 7-0 Kentucky. Receiver in the motion through slot right side. Overstreet pass up the middle. Pass is caught at the Kentucky 15-yard line. Spun forward progress. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, but Kentucky maintains possession. On the reception, Garance Higgins.
Great check down there by Overstreet. He was looking all the way at Darius Prince down the sideline, and he was well covered by Micaiah Lee, so he had to check down and hits Higgins on the crossing route there.
So 1st and 10 for Kentucky on their own 19-yard line. Overstreet in motion. Darius Prince. They out to the far side, crossing midfield into Washington territory. That's Garance Higgins. And we'll go across midfield into Wolfpack territory, down at the Washington 23-yard line. A gain of 8 yards makes it 2nd down and 2 as we approach the 60-second mark here in the first. Kentucky 7, Washington 0.
Well, he's definitely not afraid to go to Higgins today. Prince has been his top guy all year. Must not like the coverage that Prince is getting, and checking down to Higgins on almost every play.
Prince on the hook, inside slot, pass in, far side complete, cross it at 15-yard line, ball's loose, pig on the ground, who got it? Washington!
Now Desmond Epps gets that knocked away from behind. I'm not sure who the pack member was that jumped on it, but the good guys have the ball back here. Let's take a look at this replay. Epps had knocked away from behind. I think, not sure who that was that knocked that away. Happened pretty quick there. Nevertheless, Wolfpack have the ball back.
So Kentucky records their first turnover at 37 seconds here in the first quarter. Washington, 1st and 10 on their own 11-yard line. Trip receivers in the triangle right. Hendricks on the right hip of Eric Phoenix. Phoenix, southpaw slinger, rolls out, gets open space. He's got a man open, pass is caught, flag thrown on the play, tack on some more.
Brandon Lambada, how are you? He always gives such an incredible effort. Watch this replay here. Eric Phoenix does such a great job. Lambada gets just enough separation and completely sells out for that. The rookie with a huge catch. We've seen that a few times this year. He's come up with big catches when they needed them. Big one right there.
Had a couple of them on the road to set the Wolfpack up eventually victories on the road, and that is the horn to sound the end of the first quarter of play. So glad you're with us here inside the den at Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett, Washington. Our score at the end of one quarter, Kentucky Barrels 7, Washington Wolfpack nothing. Our coverage of AF1 football here on Fox 13 Plus, proudly brought to you by Tulalip Resort Casino. 3 casinos. Endless fun when all you want is everything.
Every step,
Tulalip.com.
you can
Tulalip
feel it
Resort
building.
Casino.
Faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us. That's us, that's us.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Winds Arena in Everett. James Spring, JJ Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus and streaming on YouTube at Arena-Football-1. Washington with a first down, 10 to go on the Kentucky 16-yard line. Make the handoff. Phoenix will air it up far side. Open receiver. Pass up and score!
You got it.
Wolfpack!
AG3 in the house. Little fake handoff play action. Eric Phoenix, he had Williams coming across the middle, elects to go long, and Akil Greer rises up out of his shoes, as we'll see it here in the back of the end zone. There's the fake handoff. Williams comes wide open. He floats it right up there to Akil Greer in between 2 defensive backs. And Akil, who dropped that pass earlier, he holds on to that one for dear life. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Made up for it, 7-6 Kentucky. Wolfpack can tie it up with a successful PAT. Snap, placement, kick is up by 99. Luis Ferreira from Presentation College in Brazil. Through and through the wickets, kick is good. 14:27 to go here in the second quarter. We are level. Kentucky Barrels 7, Washington Wolfpack 7.
Good drive there put together by the Wolfpack. A couple of big plays there, no bigger than the pass there to Akil Greer for the touchdown. Akil Greer is such a weapon, you know, the way they cover him. It allows Deshaun Williams to come open on a lot of things underneath. And of course the Wolfpack have utilized that because Deshaun, being a former Washington Husky, big time D1 player, physical, fast, he's a weapon. You have both of these guys in the mix, and then You throw in JoJo Olabryce and Brandon Lambana coming out of the slot. They're so quick. Great receiver core here for the Wolfpack this season. It's not surprising to see how they've turned things around.
3 plays on the drive. Time elapsed 1 minute 4 seconds. Drive capped off by a 16-yard touchdown pass from Eric Phoenix to Akil Greer. And Ferreira knocking through the point after touchdown try. We're all locked up 7-7.
Well, here's a dangerous return man in Epps.
7 yards deep, brought out to the 5, shaking off tackles, 10, 15, spun down to the Kentucky 18-yard line. Desmond Epps, 5'10", 180-pounder from the University of Idaho, Moscow.
Well, now, as you see, there's not a lot of room here on the field, JJ, and Epps is averaging about 20 yards a return. He has scored off the net, taken one back earlier this season. He's so explosive, and he showed it right there.
Now the kick coverage team, you've got to keep everything in front of you.
Well, I think we would agree there's been times this year it's been their Achilles heel is that special team return coverage. They got their hands full out there with Epps. They got to be ready today.
So Kentucky starts this drive, 1st down and 10 on their own 18-yard line. In motion, far side, Darius Fritz. Overstreet, pass is caught across midfield into Washington territory, across the 20, down to the Washington 19-yard line.
I love how they utilize the tight end there, Ryan Johnson. You're not used to seeing that, and he just sprang open off the line unguarded.
Ryan Johnson, senior, 6'3", 310-pounder from Youngstown State University out of Ohio.
And he looks a little bit shaken up. He's going to come off. Big fella not used to catching passes there. Great play call by the offensive coordinator, Reggie Gray, to get him wide open on that.
15-yard pass play. 1st and 10. Kentucky from the 18-yard line. Pass batted down, incomplete. Clean coverage, batting it down. Leah's JoJo Olabryce.
A nice job there getting a hand in. Oh, yeah, I think it might be Eugene Ford.
Oh,
there.
Eugene Ford,
Eugene
yes.
Ford, the Rainbow Warrior, getting a hand in there.
6'2", 206-pounder from Hawaii, University of Hawaii, Maoloa. So no gain, 2nd and 10. Washington hosting the Michigan Arsenal a week from tonight, Saturday, June 27, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, here on Fox 13+. Pass out, swing, far side, complete. 18, spun up. Takes 3 Wolfpack defenders to bring him down, a short gain of about 2. Shiloh Flanagan, 6'5", 200-pounder, making the reception, gain of 2. It's 3rd down and 8.
Wolfpack, great pursuit to the outside. Hold Flanagan to 3 yards there. That Arsenal game, that's going to be another fun one. Their quarterback, Malik Henry, he's really something.
Every game is critical there in the home stretch. Prince in motion, goes inside, slot on the hook. Overstreet, pass. In and out of the hands, incomplete. He had nothing but green line and real estate. They found the seam, but could not connect.
Yeah, Shiloh Flanagan, he coming across the middle wide open, and he got crocodile arms there. That ball hit him, and he looked away expecting to get the lumber laid to him, and he just dropped it. It's such a confined space, JJ, and you hear those footsteps coming in a hurry, and the heavy breathing coming from the Wolfpack, and Flanagan, he just dropped it. See on the replay there, wide open, hits him in the hands. He was bracing for Micaiah Lee to light him up.
4th down and 8. Line of gain is the Washington 7-yard line. Quarterback keeper. It's going to be a foot race. Met up just shy of the goal line, but it will be more than enough for a 1st down. A gutsy run by Darrell Overstreet, the quarterback. 15 yards on the run.
But he will do that to you. He has 9 rushing touchdowns this season. I believe as high as 4 in one game. Earlier in the season, he had a game where he had 5 touchdown passes and 4 rushing touchdowns. And so Darrell Overstreet Jr., he will run the football. The Wolfpack have to keep an eye on him down here in the goal line.
Pivotal game in terms of playoff positioning. 1st and goal, Kentucky on the Washington 1-yard line. Flanagan slow in the motion. Hand off. Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide like Martha and the Vandellas. Yes! On the run, Hunter Svoboda, 6'4", 255 from Ouachita Baptist College. Great defensive coverage by the Wolfpack. No gain, 2nd and goal.
Now we have to be careful. They've showed us that. Now Overstreet will put it in there and then take it out and bootleg out the backside. We've seen him do that a few times this season.
Tied at 7-7, 9.5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. In motion, Desmond Epps, quarterback key.
Nope.
Loose football. He crossed the plane with possession. Signal touchdown, Kentucky Barrels.
And that'll be his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. I wasn't kidding. He'll take it himself down there. Overstreet's a big guy, 6'1", 215. From Upper Iowa. Last year, one of the top proficiency passers in the entire country of all levels of college football.
Point after touchdown try. Amon Lakip to give it the boot. Hold by Prince. Kick is through the upright. Good. Timeout on the field comes at 9 minutes, 3 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From Angel the Winds Arena here in Everett, Washington, our score, Kentucky Barrels 14, Washington Wolfpack 7. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus, presented by Tulalip Resort Casino.
Empty building. And the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Kick the door, yeah, we crashed that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, now you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late. Feel the ground shake, no breaks. Hear the sound, that's us, that's us, that's us.
Every dream starts with a chance. A chance to build something bigger than yourself, bigger than the game. For this team, this city, and every kid watching in this game, this is where it begins. And with these lights in front of this community, dreams are becoming reality. This is Oceanside Bombers football.
.com.
Seven plays, 32 yards on the Kentucky scoring drive, capped off by a 1-yard quarterback keeper. Darrell Overstreet for the touchdown, a PAT kick good by Amon Lakip. Kentucky 14, Washington 7. James Ring, J.J. Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus. And the kickoff will bounce in the end zone and over the dasher boards into the gatherings down there, the Ring of Honor. So Washington will have it first down, 10 to go.
Well, I wonder if that was by design, just to keep it away from Byron Edwards.
believe we're going to have an officials timeout. Okay. We'll break it. Let's do it. 8:56 to go here in the second quarter. Kentucky 14, Washington 7. We take timeout. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus.
This is not just football. This is speed, intensity, and nonstop action. Welcome to Arena Football 1, where the field is smaller, but the hits are harder, the plays are faster, and every second counts. High-scoring battles, electric atmospheres, and athletes pushing the limit on every snap. No breaks, no mercy. Just football at full throttle. This is where legends ride, and the game never slows down. Arena Football. One fast, fierce, unforgettable. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us, that's us, that's us.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Wolfpack will start this offensive series. First down, 10 to go on their own 5-yard line. James Spring, JJ Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus, KCJO TV, Seattle, Tacoma, Everett, and streaming on YouTube at Arena-Football-1. Phoenix airs it up. He's got an open receiver, tracking it in and out of the hands. Incomplete, but going step for step defensively was DeMonte McCurdy out of Grand Valley State, 5'9" and 180 pounds.
And McCurdy stayed with him there. He got flagged earlier in the game on a pass interference, and that time he stayed with him the whole way. Pretty good pass there by Eric Phoenix. I don't know you can ask him to throw it any better than that. And a great effort by Deshaun Williams and great effort by McCurdy. Just good football play by everyone.
Wolfpack break out a huddle with two receivers on the far side right. High motion out on the far side right. And met up in the end zone. It will be a safety. Pursuit solid by Kentucky to put Eric Phoenix onto the ground into the end zone. So a safety recorded for Kentucky. And the Barrels extend their lead now. Kentucky 16, Washington Wolfpack 7.
That front line of the Barrels just doing a great job there. That's Zeke Rose in on the quarterback sack, coming right up the middle. Good penetration there by the Barrels.
We're going to call another timeout. Let's do it. Let's take it at 7:46 remaining here in the second quarter from Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. Kentucky Barrels 16, Washington Wolfpack 7. Proudly presented by Tulalip Resort Casino. When all you want is everything, this is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed at the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
Kentucky Barrels record a safety as they sack Eric Phoenix, quarterback for the Washington Wolfpack, in the end zone to get our score here at 7:46 to go here in the second. Kentucky Barrels 16, Washington Wolfpack 7. Here's the run up. The kick up by Ferreira. And it will be bounced in and out of the hands. It's going to be a touchback. Now things are starting to get a little bit chippy. And the official's right there. Let's get word from downstairs. So it'll be a touchback for the Kentucky Barrels, and they'll start this offensive series. First down, 10 to go on their own 5-yard line.
And that's a good break there for the Wolfpack. As Desmond Epps a little bit upset. He wanted to play that off of the wall. Referee said, no, Desmond, that's not the rule. It's going to have to move out there, because he had a bit of a lane. He probably could have got out to at least the 10 before he would have a chance to be impeded by anybody. That's a break for the Wolfpack.
Ball on the far side, hash mark, single receivers either side, high motion man. Set about 7 yards deep in the end zone, and he will go inside slot on the right-hand side. Overstreet will air it out. It's got open receiver. It's Flanagan. Pass up and caught. He tripped up on his own feet. The turf monster got him at the Washington 13-yard line.
God, that's just a great route there.
33 yards on the pass play
by Flanagan. Just a stop and go. Stops, and unfortunately Ford stops with him. He thinks it's going to be a quick out, and really good job on the sell there by Flanagan.
So it'll be first and goal for the Barrels on the Washington 10-yard line. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Price. Overstreet. Dumps it. Pass complete. Inside the 5, and big fella taking it into the end zone. The running back on the catch, Melvin Hollins, 6'2", 315 pounds. The 10-yard touchdown pass.
They'll do that to you. That's not his first catch of the season. Melvin Hollins, pretty good hands for a big guy. 6'2", 315, and not the best pass here we'll see from Overstreet. Jumps to the end, but he throws that a little bit low, and Melvin Hollins has to reach down around his ankles to catch it. He does a good job of reeling it in, then he just turns around and powers his way into the end zone.
Darius Prince on the hold. Amon Lakip to attempt the PAT. Snap, placement, kick up. Kick is good, and we have stoppage in play. We're going to stay right here on this one. 6:11 remaining here in the second quarter. Kentucky Barrels 23, Washington Wolfpack 7. Say, friends, Wolfpack on a 3-game homestand. This game also next Saturday night here at Angel of the Winds Arena against the Michigan Arsenal. Kickoff scheduled for 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Have it live on YouTube at Arena-Football-1 and broadcast throughout the great Pacific Northwest on Fox 13 Plus. That's KZJO TV, Xfinity Channel 110. Also on the Fox Local app.
Well, that should be a pretty good game with the Arsenal. Their quarterback, Malik Henry, if that name's familiar to you, started his career out at Florida State, was one of the major focus players on the Netflix program Last Chance U, putting together a really good year with the Michigan Arsenal.
So the Wolfpack have a bit of work to do. 6:11 remaining here in the second quarter. And the kickoff may be returned by one of the out men, brought up 10, 15. Does a little jitterbug. Hustle the bustle, the rope-a-dope, gets across the 20 to the Washington Wolfpack 22-yard line. So that's where the home squad will get things started on this offensive series.
Yeah, I don't know if JoJo caught that or if the ball caught him. I don't think he expected that, but hits him right in the shoulder pads, and he brings it out about 17 yards on the return. Good job there by JoJo. It's pretty obvious to me, JJ, they don't want to kick the ball deep to Byron Edwards. And why would you?
How dangerous that Byron Edwards is when he's able to break loose. Wolfpack 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line. Single receivers either side. Greer in the motion will go far side out to the right. Pass, Phoenix, complete, across midfield into Kentucky territory. Out to the Barrels 22-yard line. Deshaun Williams on the receiving end for the dog from UW. Gain, we'll call it 6. It's 2nd down and 4.
Well, 5.5 to go here in the first half. It's not a must-score drive for the Wolfpack, but you'd like to see them get more points on the board here before the half.
On the hook. Williams inside slot, swing pass far side, complete. 25-20 to the Dasher boards. Maybe enough for the first down. Akil Greer on the receiving end. We'll see where they spot it.
Now, earlier in the game, we saw Akil drop that ball. Since then, he caught the long touchdown that was a heck of a catch in coverage. And now this one's a quick out that's really low, but Akil gets down low like a baseball catcher, sees that right into his hands, picks up a first down.
1st and 10 Washington on the Kentucky 18-yard line. Now the referee, Mike Livingston, will get the clock going and get the play into motion. Single receivers either side. Greer in the motion.
Oh.
On the run, Andre Hendricks. Big poke. We'll see where they spot it. Just shy of the Kentucky 10-yard line. Nice gain of we'll call it 8.
Love to see those quick hitters there to Hendricks, and it was just a quick handoff. Sidney Houston Jr. from the Barrels just overruns the gap. Hendricks slides right in there for about a 7-yard gain.
Inside of 4 minutes, clock rolling at 3:53 here in the second quarter. Wolfpack down a bunch, 23-7 to the visiting Kentucky Barrels. Head off of the end around. Met up at the 10-yard line. Forward progress stop at the 10. Goes for no gain. Tyler Stevens, 6'6", 237-pounder. The Tiger from Missouri.
Well, I think this is when the Wolfpack offense is at its best, JJ. The quick hitting handoff, the jet sweep, the quick out passes. keeps the chains moving, sets you up for something bigger, sucks that defense up into the box near the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2 for the Kentucky 10-yard line. Inside slot, Greer in the motion. Phoenix passes up over the shoulder, and it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack! 10 yards, the connection.
AG3 again on the catch, and that's 3 in a row that have not been easy catches for Akil, but he makes it look that way. Watches that ball right into his hands. Big touchdown. Let's take a look at it here on the replay. Greer, the motion man, gets down to the goal line, just drives to the outside. Eric Phoenix puts it where only Akil Greer can catch it, and he does. And DeMonte McCurdy just no match on that route.
Point after touchdown try. Luis Ferreira. Ball mishandled, and conversion will go for naught.
Now we've got a man down here.
And quickly the training staff on to take care of the injured Wolfpack player down. You just don't want to see injuries, especially on special teams.
Well, that's their kicker.
Luis Ferreira.
That is Luis.
That would be a huge loss.
Yeah, he got ran over there in the scrum. I don't know if we'll see a replay of what happened there. That snap goes awry, and of course he's sprinting to the outside here to see if he can help out if something happens. Let's take a look at it here. Low snap, bounces away.
He got, okay.
Oh, yep, he got swarmed. He was just trying to get out of the way. Oh, my goodness.
He got rolled. He got rolled underneath by Sidney Houston Jr.
Yeah.
That was totally unintentional.
No, it was a complete accident, and Sidney Houston Jr. knew immediately that he was injured. He threw his hands up over his head, and I know he feels terrible about that. That's just an accident right there.
So as players of both teams circle the wagons, we will stay right here while they're taking care of things with the injured Luis Ferreira for the Washington Wolfpack. Say, friends, connect with us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, X, and on the website at WashingtonWolfpack.com. Single game tickets available. There'll be some specials going on, too, so check out the website at WashingtonWolfpack.com. Also, we'd like to give a shout-out to the folks over in Western Kentucky at Dickman's Sports Bar. Greetings and salutations from the Pacific Northwest. Hopefully you have the opportunity of enjoying this game in the Eastern time zone as we approach this a little after 10 out in Western Kentucky.
Hopefully they're staying up late. They're listening in or watching it via the YouTube. That's a great thing about AF1 this year. Of course, you can see every game on the Home Team Network afterwards. We have our Game of the Week on Vice, and the games on YouTube. That's how I catch up during the week, man. I sit down, and every single night it seems like I'm watching a game. I got to see them all, see how everybody's doing.
Analyzing video.
Yep, making some notes. I think my wife has reluctantly learned the rules to arena football just by watching all the different games. And it's been a lot of fun. Being a lifelong arena fan, the opportunity to get to do this, and it's been a lot of fun, and seeing how this AF1 is grown on from the original lineage of the arena football that goes all the way back to 1987, and how we're continuing to move forward and make progress. And it's just such great athletes out here, so you hate to see a guy get injured. But you look around these rosters, JJ, around the league, there's a lot of long-time professional football players, D1 guys. It's not just small schools. There's some studs in this league. You don't have to look any farther than our Wolfpack roster. We got some dudes, man.
Yes, indeed we do. Also in the coverage of AF1, great to have you alongside. It's been quite a while, brother. In 2 months since we last convened here in the booth, but definitely you've certainly been a plus in bringing the flavor and for folks to enjoy here home and abroad across the country and throughout the AF1 community.
Well, thank you for having me. I just, it's amazing out and about in the community, you get the response you get from people. It's like, oh my God, when are you guys back? When are you guys back? And we
it's been a long time coming.
Yeah. It looks like they're going to got some crutches there for Luis, get him off the field. Yeah, interesting. We talk. You go into the game, players to watch. Of course, Deshaun Williams. He's done some things here, but we've yet to see Darius Prince get going. Right, a couple balls have gone his way. They've done a great job in covering him.
As they will be getting a stretcher to bring Luis Ferreira out for medical attention. Let's break away here at Angel of the Winds Arena here in Everett, Washington. Our score on this Saturday night primetime game: Kentucky Barrels 23, Washington Wolfpack 13. Proudly brought to you by Tulalip Resort Casino. When all you want is everything. Log on to everythingtulalip.com. We take time out. This is the AF1 on Fox 13+.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
It starts in a quiet,
stoppage in play building for injured Washington Wolfpack player, kicker Luis Herrera. And they're getting him situated. We're so glad that you are with us here on KCJO TV, Fox 13+, Seattle, Tacoma, Everett, also on the Fox Local app. Speaking about Fox Local, you can get your news and special events happening on the Fox Local app. Download it for your iOS and Android device. And weekday mornings beginning at 5 a.m. Monday through Friday, catch Good Day Seattle. And on the weekends on Fox 13+.
Well, they've got Luis up on the stretcher there. He raised his hand up and waved to the crowd, so very unfortunate. Now, you might know this more than me on this situation. I don't know that we have a backup kicker here.
Not presently. Well, that's going to.
You better suit up, brother. I know you kicked a little bit in your day.
Right. Bro, I'm about to roll 60, man. I got a little bit of a huff. Hey, it's like the old song from Toby Keith.
Yep, I know.
I'm not as good as I once was, but I was good once as I ever was.
Yeah, well, they only need you one time, JJ. They're not. They'll sign somebody for next week.
Can we be like cardboard and break it on down? It's like this. financial considerations, a first-round draft pick.
Oh, there you go.
And your player to be named later.
There you go.
All right?
No.
Transition from football to bowling. Bowling has been very, very good to me for over 4 decades. But nothing like calling the 50-yard indoor war. 2:19 remaining here in the second quarter. James Spring, JJ Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus. And streaming on YouTube at Arena-Football-1.
It looks like we're going to go here from the 2:19 mark and play it out, since we did have a long break in the action and the teams are huddled up here and seem ready to go. You know what I really enjoy? Not that I enjoy seeing anybody get hurt. However, during that whole time, how the players all got together on both teams, circle, they have a prayer.
Circled up arm in arm,
Yeah, there's a lot of camaraderie in this league amongst all the players. It's amazing the degrees of separation a lot of these guys have. You find out like, oh, I played with so-and-so in college. I played against this guy in high school. So many of these guys know each other. It's just a tight-knit group here in AF1. But we are going to have to figure out somebody that's going to kick off here. I think it's Deshaun Williams is going to kick off.
Give this a shot. This should be quite compelling.
Well, he's so big and strong. I mean, you know, he's not a kicker, but he could hit the scoreboard or kick it out of the end of the building. He's kind of doing a little bit of warm up there. He seems confident. Let's see what Deshaun can do. Wait, how big of a shot has he been for this franchise since he came in about a month ago, 5 weeks ago, whatever it's been?
Absolute shot of the arm.
He has just been a beast. And then he's opposite of Akil Greer, who in my own opinion and across all of arena football, Akil Greer, one of the top receivers in all arena football. We were talking before the game about the history of the league, you know, going way back, you know, back when they had touchdown Eddie Brown, Barry Wagner, George LaFrance. Well, now you've got Dwayne Brown at Albany. You've got Mr. Prince right here, Darius Prince with Kentucky. We've got Deshaun Williams. We've got some great receivers again in this league. It's awesome.
Here we go. Here's the run-up by Deshaun Williams. And it's a live ball. And it will be picked up at the 11-yard line by Prince, Darius Prince.
Well, the great thing about Deshaun kicking off here is I don't think we're going to have to worry about Desmond Epps returning it, right?
Oh.
I mean, so that might be the plus, absolutely. He's one of my favorite guys to watch in all AF1. Desmond Epps, it's like, try tackling that guy in a phone booth. You got no chance.
So 1st and 10 for Kentucky on their own 11-yard line. Barrels leading him by double digits, 23-13 to count.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the Wolfpack, plenty of time on the clock for the Barrels.
This is going to be a key defensive series for the Wolfpack, as apparently we had, I didn't see no flags on the field.
No, I saw no flags either.
Or unless that there was some kind of kick violation.
Yep.
Something here on special teams, but the ball will end up on the Kentucky 20-yard line.
And you are correct, sir. There were no flags. Just the referees got together and they marked it up there at the 20. I think they're trying to say that his kick hit the board before it was fielded.
That's entirely possible,
I think that's what
right.
they're trying to say. From my vantage point, I couldn't tell if it hit the board, the dasher or not, but I'm guessing that's what the call was.
Darius Prince will go in the motion inside, slide out to the left. Darrell Overstreet gets rid of the football. It goes into the stands, incomplete. Great pursuit defensively by the Wolfpack. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Isaiah Paddock is saying that he should have been in the grasp. Referees let him throw it away and no sack. Of course, we haven't got to call the name today of Mike Badejo, second in the league in sacks. Barrels have done a pretty, oh, it is grounding, okay.
Intentional grounding, the call on Kentucky, so loss of yardage, loss of down.
Yeah, that's what Isaiah Pettick was wanting over there.
So let's make it second down. Call second down and 17. But Kentucky on their own 13-yard line. Pass complete. Spun right to the ground. A short gain of about 2. Shiloh Flanagan on the reception.
The inside receiver screen snuffed out by Eugene Ford. He read that the whole way. Good job staying at home.
Makes it third down and 15 now for the Barrels. As we approach 1 minute, 60 seconds remaining here in the first half. Let's break away our score from Angel of the Winds Arena here in Everett, Washington. 11th week of AF1 action. Kentucky Barrels 23, Washington Wolfpack 13, presented by Tulalip Resort Casino. This is AF1 on Fox 13+.
Well, we reached our 1 minute warning here, and we're going to have. Together. Pretty good job so far, 23 points, but they got 14 of those off of turnovers, right? So defense for the Wolfpack, again, they've been stout when they've needed to be. Haven't quite got the pressure on David Overstreet Jr. the way they would like to, except for this drive, there's been a little bit more pressure. Barrel offensive line's done a pretty solid job of keeping the Wolfpack front three at bay.
Fans, we would once again like to give a sincere appreciation to our brand partner sponsors.
With the game clock showing 1 second, I think that needs to be reset to 1 minute.
They better go check that really quick.
Well, you know, it was 14-7, and we had the ball with a chance to tie, and then the safety happened, and that added 2 more, and then they scored a touchdown, and next thing you know, it's 23-7, and trying to bounce back.
Now they got the clock set right. 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter of play. 23-13, there's Overstreet, passes up, it's caught. Shakes off one tackle, 15-10-5 to the numbers, and takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky Barrels.
I can't wait to see the replay on this one.
Ronsay Higgins.
Darrell Overstreet Jr. just does a great job of looking off of his first option. Here's what it looks like. He's looking deep, and then here he is on the crossing route. Yeah,
35 yards.
Yeah, he was showing that deep route to Shiloh Flanagan, then just pulled that underneath to Higgins for his second touchdown of the game.
Amal Lakip to attempt a point after touchdown for the hold of Prince. Snap placement kick is up. Kick is good.
Well, the Clemson Tiger, he missed his first extra point of the day, JJ, but since then he's been on the mark.
So the Barrels continue to roll with 49 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Kentucky 30, Washington Wolfpack 13. Say, friends, be in the know before you go to any Arena Football 1 event. In numbers, figures, stats, facts, stories, and more. Log on to theaf1.com. That's THEAF1.com. Also, join us on YouTube. Search Washington Wolfpack every Wednesday night. We have the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show from the Buzz Inn Steakhouse, 9910 Evergreen Way in South Everett. Every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Wolfpack AF1 on YouTube. Connect with us on the socials on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And check everything out on the website at WashingtonWolfpack.com. Also, get a look at KentuckyBarrels.com. A squib kick. Ball got touched up. It's a free-for-all. Who's underneath?
Well, Kentucky says they have it. A couple of Wolfpack players said they have it.
Someone's got to have that code. Someone's got to have that magic word.
Looked like Wolfpack got there first. We'll see if we see it on the replay.
Because Kentucky touched up.
They may have touched it too soon. A lot of pointing back and forth.
So while they sort everything out, we wait word from the officiating crew. That's all huddled about.
Well, they're going to have to discuss it. They're not even sure. Micaiah Lee comes out without his helmet on. Let's see here. Take a look at the replay on the squib.
It goes across the 10-yard line. It's a free ball.
That's what I thought. That's
a huge break for the Wolfpack.
Yeah. And Micaiah Lee was in there on it. That's why he's saying he had it. So good call by the officials. I agree. It did look like on the replay it was touched.
And a challenge flag is being thrown.
Well, this would be huge. Would give us great field position.
Dr. Staten Metzger down there getting photos and taking care of. So
yeah, Cedric Walker, he wants that looked at again, and I don't know that I blame him, but from our vantage point, it did look like it was touched by one of the barrels.
Before it crossed the 10-yard line.
I think we had another final today, JJ. The Renegades over the Bombers, 30-26.
A close, fun game down in
Beaumont. Yeah.
About 100 miles east of Houston.
And we mentioned earlier, Nashville, they kind of upset the Firebirds today, 78-69. That's 2 losses in a row for Albany after having not lost a game all last year, and then came out 8-0 this year. Now they've dropped 2.
And that ball game was played in Clarksville, Tennessee, at F&M Bank Arena. Wolfpack will take on the Nashville Cats on Friday, July 3rd. Kickoff scheduled 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. The doors will open an hour prior.
Maybe we'll have some pre-4th of July fireworks on that one there.
Wouldn't that be nice? That would be awesome. Sure hope you can join us here at Angel of the Winds Arena. Get your single game tickets at WashingtonWolfpack.com. If you can't make it here to the arena, you can catch the action live right here on Fox 13 Plus.
Nashville Cats have such a long tradition in arena football, and if you didn't know, one of the members of their ownership group is the former wrestler Jeff Jarrett.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So if everybody's familiar with a different Double J, Jeff Jarrett, part of that ownership group down there with the Nashville Cats.
So, on video review, let's get a word downstairs from Mike Livingston. So it's 1st and goal for the Wolfpack on the Kentucky 9-yard line. 47 seconds remain here in the second quarter. Imperative that the Wolfpack can take it to the house.
Well, they've been handed the football on a silver platter here. And of course, you've got the size advantage on everybody with Deshaun Williams.
2 receivers near side to the left. Akeel Greer. High motion inside slot, left-hand side. Phoenix flushed out in trouble. Flag thrown on the play. Passes up over over the outstretched arms of the intended receiver, and we may have ourselves the flag's thrown on the play. There's going to be a penalty. The intended receiver was Deshaun Williams. Pass incomplete. Preliminary indication may be holding. We'll find out. Let's check in downstairs with referee Mike Livingston. So we're going to replay, start all over again. It's a wash.
A bit of a break there for the Wolfpack. Back to first and goal from the 9. Yeah, they're trying to go down there and they're trying to cover Williams with Bashu Delco, 6'3", 205. I think Williams has the speed advantage here, though. And now they're going to have him be the high motion on this play. See how the Barrels cover this.
Single receivers either side, shotgun formation this time. Phoenix, one step drop, pass up over, incomplete. Well beyond the reach of his intended receiver and the defender in the neighborhood for Kentucky, DeMonte McCurdy.
I think by the end of the day, McCurdy is going to be sick and tired of Deshaun Williams. They're going to run that little cluster set that they like to do.
2nd and 10. Or 2nd and goal for the Wolfpack on the Kentucky 9-yard line. Greer in motion inside. High floater, pass up over the shoulder, pass batted down, incomplete. Great timing on the part of the defensive back right there for Kentucky and DeMonte McCurdy.
Excellent job by McCurdy. Good break out of the route by Akil Greer. McCurdy gets his left hand in there, knocks it away. See right here, McCurdy's taken Greer right out of the motion, stays with him step for step. That's a whale of a play there by McCurdy. 3rd down.
It's like Williams, Labata on the left-hand side in motion. Greer out to the right on the dasher boards. Phoenix in trouble, shakes off one tackle, shakes off two. Flag thrown on the play. Tucker running, hit himself across the 10, down to the Kentucky 6-yard line. 2 flags thrown.
Yeah, one after the play and the one before. And the one before again looks like it's maybe in the area of a hold. And then something happened after the play that Mr. Livingston did not like, and he threw another flag in. So
something a little extracurricular.
Yeah.
We're about to find out.
They get together and converse it. This game moves so fast.
So offsetting penalties once again. 3rd and goal now for the Wolfpack. On the Kentucky Barrels 9-yard line. James Brink, JJ Jensen with you. On YouTube at Arena-Football-1 and live on Fox 13 Plus. Catch Good Day Seattle weekday mornings at 5. And on the weekends, weekdays starting at 5 a.m. on Fox 13. Timeout taken by Kentucky. We're not going to go anywhere. 17 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Bill Wixie, Aaron Mayovsky. Adam Gerke. And Brian McMillan. Certainly can't forget Abby Oconee being on occasion. Taylor Winkle. All the great folks, Fox 13 News.
Well, good. 17 seconds to go here, man. This is it's been under a minute for quite a while here, JJ.
Yes. We've been in perpetual hold here.
A couple of offsetting penalties. This is a big opportunity here. They got Wolfpack got the ball at the 9 off of the failed onside kick by the Barrels. Wolfpack need to take advantage of this.
Absolutely. Down by 17. Two receivers near side left. Out of motion is Williams outside of the dasher boards. Passing it out of hands. Pass is incomplete. Ball fell to the ground.
Now we've got some extracurricular activity.
Bashu Delco the second on the pickup. Clock stops, 13 seconds to go here in the second.
Yeah, Delco picks it up and runs the other way. I think that he believed the ball was caught and then dropped on the ground. I don't think it can be ruled a catch and a drop that fast,
No.
however.
No, sir.
But it all comes down to this.
Tulalip Resort Casino, 3 casinos, endless fun. Tulalip Resort Casino, Quill Cedar Creek Casino, and Tulalip Bingo and Slots. Win all you want is everything. Log on to everythingtulalip.com. The Wolfpack Ring of Honor. If you'd like to be a proud sponsor and supporter of Washington Wolfpack AF1 football, we'll be doing a lot of work in the offseason for 2027. Reach out to us. Log on to our website at WashingtonWolfpack.com.
They'll see what the Barrels want to come out of this timeout with. I'm sure they're just discussing coverages, what they've seen on film, what the Wolfpack tendencies are in this situation. And for them to get the ball back to start the second half with an opportunity to score, if they could stop the Wolfpack here, score to start the second half, that'd be a huge lead for them. So as much as we're looking for the Wolfpack to score, the Barrels and their fans are wanting none of that.
4th and goal. And we are going to have motion. Motion on the defensive end. That stops the clock, 13 seconds. Clock did not move. Be half the distance to the goal. So this is where Washington can dig into their bag of tricks a little bit. You got the fly sweep. Yep. Wide receiver screen. You can get the ball to big fella Andre Hendricks.
So we're just outside the 4-yard line, and don't forget Eric Phoenix. He's got the kind of feet that make people miss if he can get an opportunity.
4th and goal for the Kentucky 4-yard line. Williams in motion. Floater. Pass up and caught in the end zone! Touchdown! Wolfpack! Deshaun Williams! 4 yards out. Point out for touchdown is next.
Bashu Delco, he's pleading his case that he was pushed off. Referee is right there. Didn't think there was a push off at all, JJ. The referee's within 5 yards of the play. Nice low thrown ball where only Deshaun can get there, and he does. And of course now they'll have to go for 2 without no kicker.
Luis Ferrero is injured in a freak accident on a special teams play. So 3 receivers in the triangle formations. On the spin out is Williams. Phoenix, pass up. Did he get inside the end zone? Did he break the plane? We're going to have a conference call. This could be.
Well, I think one of the referees is saying he did. That's why they're having the discussion.
If the ball was caught with the receiver's feet in the end zone.
Did you think he had his back foot in the end zone?
I
thought
believe
he
he
did. I agree with that. Yes.
Yes,
okay.
indeed.
I don't think the ball was across the goal line, but physically he was across the goal line, so they count it.
Let's get a look on that on replay here at Angel of the Winds Arena.
Well, it's just the same play, but to the other side of the field, right? Let's see. Let's take a look.
And here we go. It's basically
Deshaun.
A step back and go.
Yep.
Phoenix floats it out. Yes.
Oh, yeah, he's clearly in the end zone.
His right foot was in the end zone when Williams made the reception.
Yeah, Brandon Lambana on that catch. He's clearly in the end zone. I'm not sure why The official on the goal line didn't give him the two-point conversion immediately. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter. 9 seconds to go, and that's a huge score there.
It was imperative that the Wolfpack scored on that drive.
Absolutely.
Didn't want to get this thing to go out of hand because Kentucky will be receiving a kickoff to start the second half.
Well, now here's a situation we look at without a kicker. Deshaun Williams is going to kick it off again. Darrell Overstreet Jr., he can find somebody real quick. And now the two guys they have back to receive are Darius Prince and Desmond Epps, their two best return guys.
And they're not respecting the situation. They're taking advantage of a player who's not normally a kicker. See what Williams can get into this one. It's a free ball after it crosses 10 yards, so it's downed. It's down by Garasa Higgins at the Kentucky 15-yard line. Stops the clock with 7 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Kentucky 30, Washington 21.
Well, not the cleanest kickoff, but that was what you wanted. You don't want Prince or Epps able to field that. Give them some good field position for the most part. It's not bad, but only 7 seconds to go. Could be the last play of the half.
Be in the know before you go. Okay, so 8 seconds will be the time set on the clock. Be in the know before you go. Get on your way to work. News, weather, traffic, and more. Weekdays beginning at 5 a.m. KCBQ, Fox 13. And also on Fox 13 Plus is Overstreet on a first down and 10. Pursued. We got taken to the dasher boards and got taken solid.
Was that Dante Reed that just ran him into the wall?
I don't see no flags, but little Judas Priest was pretty nice. So the gain of 4 yards makes it second down and 6 on the Kentucky Barrels' own 19-yard line. 1 second remaining here in the first half.
I believe it was Taywan Buckley who ran him down from behind.
T-Buck. Taiwan Buckley out of Arkansas Baptist, 6'2" and 205 pounds. 1 second remains here in the first half. Ball on the far side, hash mark left. Setting in the motion. And we're going to have flags fly. Dante Reed, he flew off the edge and put Overstreet.
He might have been about 3 seconds too early though there, JJ. Dante was coming with his ears pinned back, and well, he just lit up Darrell Overstreet Jr.
So it's encroachment, and this will be an untimed down.
Yep. Got to respect Dante's intensity though on that one. He was coming with his ears pinned back the whole way. Overstreet gets the play call. Now we're seeing the Wolfpack here in the field position. Looks like they're going to drop back in a deep cover 3. You just don't need to let anybody get behind you here. Keep everything in front of you short of the goal line and you're fine. You don't care if you give up a big chunky yardage.
Second down and 2. Overstreet will air it up to the far side. It's a dunk and it's intercepted.
There we go.
That will be the last. And everybody's overboard. Flags flying.
Oh my.
Goodness golly miley.
Well, that got pretty intense. Now we're seeing another little scrum here at midfield.
And another flag is thrown. There's going to be a lot of dirty laundry to get sorted out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Eugene Ford right there in the middle of it. He came out of the pile with a helmet. Now Eugene is very animated here.
Cooler head's going to prevail, but eventually things Very chippy, very quick. Over the wall.
Yeah, Siose Finiao, I think he might have been the guy who lost his helmet there.
So the Pack fam are certainly active.
Oh yeah, they're hyped. They're hyped.
So we'll get everything sorted out momentarily. Well, you got the human drama of athletic competition. You got a bunch of vivacious vernacular being chopped and shattered by the players. Even a little extra. And I had this song in my head all day. Captain Fantastic, Elton John. Absolutely, here we go.
Let's see what's here is on the, a lot of yelling or a lot of pulling and pushing here. There's about 4 different groups of people here as we see on the replay going back and forth. You know, it's part of, I think it's part of the game, right? I mean, it happens. And it's so funny because we saw earlier during the injury, they're all arm in arm. A lot of kumbaya action. Then the emotions get heated at the end of the game. They'll all come together again. It's,
right,
you know, it's,
okay.
it's part of the game. It's just part of the game.
Yes, sir, it is.
We're just seeing what's going to happen here with the official ruling is going to be.
Cedric Walker, the head coach of the Kentucky Barrows, along with J.R. Wells,
I think
head coach for the Washington Wolfpack, and D. Milley, his assistant.
I think the only thing that maybe they're discussing, I would assume, is the guys who just went jumping over the wall, because that's where the fans are.
Right.
That could be a little bit dangerous. Anything that goes on out in the field, I kind of think it's part of the game. But when you start jumping over the rail there, the dasher, the chance
with
for somebody
intent,
not accidentally.
After the conclusion of the play, then you had the constant motion, bodies flying over. What is this, drowning pool?
Yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Well, over the wall they go.
Yeah.
Now,
and keep in mind, they're geared up. Helmet, shoulder pads.
Head, shoulders,
guys.
knees, and toes.
Yeah, going over the dasher there. So I'm going to be curious to see what the officials decide. I think the clutching and grabbing and pushing and name calling, it's kind of part of the game. But going over the red zone sign there after a great interception. We didn't even get to talk about the interception. That was a huge play there. That's the biggest part of it, was the interception in the corner.
Stopping the opportunity for Kentucky to add more on the scoreboard and get it, and having Wolfpack's deficit kept at single digits.
Yes.
Before going to the locker room.
Don't know if we can get a replay on the interception. That would be nice to see who got that. Because I'm not sure who cut off that route over there in that corner. The angle, I couldn't tell who had it, and the next thing you know, it turned into a rugby scrum that spilled over the dashers there. Well, the officials, they have their rosters out. Here comes our replay coming up here. So we're going to watch Overstreet just floats this one towards the corner. Is that Micaiah Lee? That is number 22.
Yep, Micaiah Lee.
Then he gets ran in there to the dasher, and then next thing you know, all heck broke loose. But so 2 turnovers apiece.
So,
well, for us, that's Dante and Jake there on that one. 44 and 55. Several on the other side with the barrels, but nobody is ejected.
All right, let's break away. When we come back, Jeff Levac is the host of the AF1 Season Pass. This week, Jeff has a conversation with Albany Firebirds co-owner Andy Gulchel about his role relaunching the franchise and the league itself. We take an extended timeout from Angel of the Winds Arena, week number 11. of the 50-yard indoor war. Our score for the Pacific Northwest at the half: Kentucky Barrels 30, Washington Wolfpack 21. Presented by Tulalip Resort Casino, where all you want is everything. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus.
This is Arena Football 1.
Welcome to the fastest game on turf.
The ball never dies.
This is what AF1 is all about.
You want soft?
Let's go!
Wrong building.
Hits like that only happen in Arena Football 1.
Walls.
There's no escape on this field.
Speed.
To the house.
Impact.
This is why you tune in.
This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Whatever your game is, pain. Ortho.com.
Halftime from Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett, Washington. Kentucky Barrels leading the host Washington Wolfpack 30-21.
I'm thrilled to be joined by a guy that I've gotten to know very well over the last at least a decade now. You've been suffering through dealing with me, Andy Gelcher. We met through you and your car dealerships, but you are now one of the guys who is making arena football happen here in the Capital Region. So why take what little free time you have and just help relaunch the Albany Firebirds and give it back to the Albany community?
Yeah. And it has not been 10 years of suffering, Jeff, just for the record. It's been really great. But as far as relaunching the Firebirds and really cleaning up the mess that was previously in existence here, you know, Mike Quarta came to me and we had a conversation about this years ago, and you were also involved in that conversation. There's a lot of goodness that happens with the team. There's a lot of goodness that happens with the community. And I really think that beyond the, you know, the business of owning a sports team and trying to make that work, especially in the state of New York, which can present a unique set of challenges sometimes. It's been really, really great for the community. It's been really great for the fans. And that's why we ultimately do it.
So you've always been a sports guy. Is that kind of what led you into the Firebirds themselves, like the football aspect of it?
Yeah, there's this romantic belief, I think, a little bit, and these guys that are hanging on, some of them, and some of them that are still coming up through the system, that can still get an opportunity in either the UFL and certainly UFL to NFL. You see a lot of that now. And a lot of that has to do with NIL and the inability for professional teams to pull guys out of college, because in a lot of cases, they're making more with their NIL deals than they would go into the league. So it creates a lot of opportunities for these young men to continue to pursue their careers. And I just really love being a part of that.
Andy Gelcher with us, part owner of the Albany Firebirds, but you doubled down. You and Mike Quarta and Jeff Fisher, you know, to name a few, get together and say, we're going to launch the AF1. Why launch this league? What was it about this plan that made you want to be a part of it?
We didn't like the format that anyone else was using from a league standpoint. And we thought that we had some good ideas and could do a better job. And, you know, that's a heavy lift. It's a heavy lift, but our belief in the kind of the end vision of what it can be for the teams, for the players, for the coaches, for the fans really carries us through. Because as you know, there have been a lot of tough conversations and, you know, a lot of hard, you know, seasons thus far. But as we continue to grow and evolve and get better, it's really going to help us realize what that vision was, which is to create an excellent on-field product for the fans, for the players, for the coaches that really can self-sustain for years and years to come, and will continue to grow the league and make it better and better every year.
There's my next question for you. Where do you see the AF1 going? It's the only team, it's the only league that uses nets. It's the only real arena league, but where do you see it going from here just 2 years in?
The key to getting the AF1 really going is to get it to a position, or a point rather, where it can self-sustain. And the key to doing that is aligning with the right partners, whether it's through advertising, whether it's through other organic partnerships that can really help us create this ecosystem that sustains. And there's not so much pressure on owners and communities to fully support these teams year after year after year. And it really can be this kind of ecosystem where multiple people come together, multiple businesses come together to really make this whole thing work. And as you do that, you gain organic fan growth, you gain attention on a national and worldwide stage, which garners attention from players and other leagues. And I really think that we're building something special here that can really change how indoor arena football is played and managed from a league standpoint to really make it self-sustaining for years to come. And that's really what we're after.
All right. So you've had some serious success so far. What's been your favorite moment so far being a part of arena football and how the AF1?
I like to win. I like to win. I don't like to lose a lot. Obviously, we just were dealt our first loss by a great Michigan team here in Albany last week. That felt bad, but we carried a lot of momentum, I think, forward from it. I know Coach has. From a league standpoint, you know, seeing people come together and learning things together that they previously were not aware of or weren't on their radar, helping them improve their teams in their markets has been very rewarding. And them also starting to understand and see the vision as it starts to come together and what this can be, and then aligning with us on that. That's really where the strength comes from, is the ownership groups really aligning on what the vision can be, not for us, but for the players, coaches, and the fans, and aligning on that and acting toward that has been very rewarding for me.
His name is Andy Gelcher. He's part owner of the Albany Firebirds, part owner of the AF1 itself. And thanks to you, the hard work you and the other guys are doing, that's why here at the AF1, the ball never dies. Welcome.
This is Arena Football 1.
Unbelievable!
The ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1.
8 men.
Hey, you're going to remember that one.
Nowhere to run.
Only an AF1.
Hockey speed.
Another one.
Football violence.
Unbelievable!
Small field.
Welcome to the wall.
Big collisions.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
ortho.com.
There you got a look at our good buddy, our mascot, Apollo. Let's get a look here at the first half. First half highlights. Key reception for Deshaun Williams. Second photo right there to Williams as we are at the half. Kentucky leading host Washington 30-21. Over the dashboards goes off the pass by Phoenix and the interception. Let's break away from Angel of the Winds Arena. Kentucky 30, Washington 21. Barrels will be receiving a kickoff to start the second half. Glad you're with us. Coverage of AF1 on Fox 13 Plus, proudly brought to you by Tulalip Resort Casino, where all you want is everything. Log on to everythingtulalip.com. Back with more after we take this timeout.
You feel that? You feel that? It's that AF1. You feel that? What? Run for the city. Run. Rep your colors. Side by side. When the lights come on, we go high. AF1. The ball never dies.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed at the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Welcome back here to the North Sound, Angel of the Winds Arena here in Everett, Washington, as teams slowly working their way out to the field to get things warmed up. Primed and ready to start the second half of action. Kentucky leading Washington by a score of 30-21 alongside of the ride. Jim Breen, JJ Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus and streaming on YouTube at Arena-Football-1. The schedule. 2 games done. This game tonight, Saturday, June 20th, and a special Monday night affair, Monday, June 22nd, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern from Amsoil Arena in Duluth, Minnesota. It's an upper Midwest battle. Michigan Arsenal to take on the Minnesota Monsters.
Those two teams, back about 5 or 6 weeks ago, played an incredible game that came down to the last play of the game. So if you want to tune in for more football, Monday night, Michigan and Minnesota, I'll be watching that. That'll be a pretty good game. We're kind of at that point of the season, JJ, where it seems like all the games are getting pretty good now because there's a lot of playoff situations that are riding on these games here. And just like earlier today, Nashville and what we might call a little bit of an upset, beating Albany to move into first place.
Short week coming up next week in week number 12, Beaumont Renegades travel to F&M Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee to take on the host Nashville Cats and the Michigan Arsenal. Actually, that game will be 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern from F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee. And the Michigan Arsenal take on the Washington Wolfpack right here a week from tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern here at Angel of the Winds Arena. Tickets available now, single game tickets. Also, group discount tickets available at WashingtonWolfpack.com. The doors open at 5 p.m. and we will have the game for you on air and online. On air on Fox 13 Plus and streaming on YouTube at Arena-Football-1. Special thanks to the wonderful folks at Fox 13 Plus. Make sure you catch Good Day Seattle weekdays, Monday through Friday, starting at 5 a.m. on Fox 13. Here's the kick, and it will be picked up. Delay on the return on the near dasher boards, breaking through one tackle across midfield into Washington territory. And we got some extracurricular activity as a Wolfpack player was shoved into the turf. And that was Taiwan Buckley.
Jodrick Lewis, who's just a recent signee here for the Barrels. Well, I'll be honest with you, JJ, I like their field position back there a lot better than I liked it up here.
Agreed. Agreed. Jim Brink,
JJ.
Yes, sir. Jim Brink, JJ Jensen with you. Glad to have you here on this Saturday night, the first of a 3-game homestand for the host Wolfpack. Kentucky will get started on their first offensive series here in the second half on their own 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Overstreet will air it up over the top. Passes up and almost picked off.
Well, Byron Edwards he gave the illusion like he'd been beat, but boy, he closed out in a hurry.
See, we get a look at that one more time on instant replay. How that route settled up. Let it fly Overstreet and cut inside the route, and Edwards almost had that bad boy picked off.
Good route run right there by Prince, and Edwards looked like he was beat, but like I say, closed out in a hurry and almost picked that off. One of the, if not the best defensive back in AF1, Byron Edwards.
As we have a stoppage in play, as we have a referee, Mike Livingston. Could be a possibility. That might be up for review.
I'm not sure what they'd be reviewing here. But he's going all the way into the back there for something.
So
is that where the camera is?
Well, actually the replay screen is right at the 25-yard line.
That's what I thought.
So as we have a stoppage, we got an officials conference call off field.
Yep. Well, the second half now. The first half, Karonse Higgins, he was kind of the big receiver here for the Barrels to see what the adjustments the Wolfpack make. They did a really good job covering up Darius Prince, one of the top receivers in the league, but Higgins was able to find his way into the end zone a few times. Let's see what Coach Delvin Miles cooks up here to maybe try to get Higgins under control a little bit.
For our fans and folks in the Pacific Northwest, if you'd like to be a proud sponsor and supporter of the Washington Wolfpack, get in contact with us on our website at WashingtonWolfpack.com. As the Red Hat
We're going to break away. Let's do it. 14-10 remaining here in the third quarter from Angel Lewins Arena. Our score, Kentucky Barrels 30, Washington Wolfpack 21. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus, presented by Tulalip Casino Resort.
The AF1.com.
Over the boards he goes.
The moment it happens.
Touchdown, Oregon Lightning.
The hits, the highlights, the news that shakes the league. It's already here. This isn't yesterday's story. This is right now. The AF1.com is your inside line to everything Arena Football 1. The AF1.com. Don't hear about it later.
Clarksville don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
$14-10 remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Mike Livingston on the call.
All players from both teams receive a UNS towards the 12th of the game. Kentucky number 6 and number 9, that is their second UNS of the game. They are both disqualified and ejected. In addition, number 50 of Kentucky and number 44 of Washington are both ejected as well.
Well, for Washington,
Dante Reed.
That's Dante Reed, and knowing Dante, he's going to be upset, but he will move on. He's such a competitor. I think he's probably just more disgusted than anything. It looks like he's shaking his head. And if I may be so bold to add on the air, Dante is my daughter's favorite player. So she's sitting down here today. She's probably going to be upset because there goes Dante.
So Dante Reed is done. Disqualified. Shot. Darius Prince and Shiloh Flanagan.
Wow.
Ejected for Kentucky.
Well, that's two key pieces of their offense they're going to have to make up for. And
major.
But then for us, Dante on the edge. Now, who are we going to go with Dante coming out? It's Deshaun Williams. Deshaun Williams is lining up here on the left edge, taking the place of Dante.
Oh, this is going to be sweet.
Well, I think is where they might say there's some payback due.
Send him on the edge with his speed.
Yep. Well, he's been a receiver. He's been the kicker. Now he's on the D line. I think maybe he might sell some popcorn in the third or late in the fourth quarter or something here. He's doing it all here today.
Clock rolling now here. 14 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Kentucky 30, Washington 21. Kentucky without a couple of their pieces. Here's pass out to the far side on the check down. Pass complete to 20. Out to midfield into Washington territory.
That's Higgins on that quick inside route. Darrell Overstreet, JD, he's not rattled about anything. He doesn't matter who's out there. He looks cool as a cucumber, delivers the ball on time. Pretty sure you or I could run that route and he'd hit us in the hands and we'd probably drop it. But doesn't matter who's out there. He's going to do a great job.
So 3rd and 1 now for the Barrels on the Washington 24-yard line. Line to gain is the Wolfpack 23. We've got all kinds of dirty laundry on the field. Apparently, it's going to be a false start.
Yeah.
Preliminary indication would be Higgins, receiver in motion. Let's get the word downstairs. Noah Budaglieri out of University of Delaware, the Blue Hen, 6'3", 315-pounder.
Well,
in the motion, that's going to move the football back 5 yards.
And in on receiver, Donovan Awley, if that name sounds familiar, former Colorado State Ram wideout is in there, is taking the place of Prince, sorry.
Again, 2 of Kentucky's prime receivers have been ejected due to unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Pass up the middle, pass complete. Across the midfield stripe, back into Wolfpack territory, down to Washington's 24-yard line. Shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th down in less than a yard. Ross Higgins again on the reception as we approach the 12:30 mark here in the 3rd.
Dante Reed, so respected in that locker room. These guys are playing for him right now up front.
Line to gain is the Washington 23-yard line. Higgins run up the middle, more than enough for the first down. It's a gain of 2. And the Barrels will continue to roll on this drive.
Well, I'd love to see us roll out the Barrels. That's what I want to see right out the door here. But where they are resilient and offensively they are explosive. We're hoping that explosiveness can be toned down just a little bit without Darius Prince out there. But
Let's hear you howl.
Inside 12 minutes, 11:50 clock rolling here in the 3rd quarter. Kentucky 30, Washington 21. Fresh set of downs for the Barrels on the Wolfpack 22-yard line, and we've got false start. Preliminary indication.
But I think their timing is just a little bit mixed up here. That's number 66 again.
Budaglieri.
And who's lined up across from him? Sean Williams. So he's trying to fire off a little bit quicker because he's got Deshaun out there who's we know is really quick. He's just jumping a little bit too soon. They're putting the pressure on him.
Back at the Kentucky 23-yard line.
And now they're mixing it up and sending Rodney Green over there on him.
High motion on the near dasher boards. Pass complete at the Washington 15-yard line. Desmond Epps, the Vandal from the University of Idaho at 5'10" and 180 pounds.
That's his first catch of the game. You don't want to wake up Desmond Epps. So dangerous if he gets the ball. He doesn't need to be in space. He can be under a blanket and he's going to get away from you. He's super quick.
2nd down and 2 now for the Barrels on the Washington 14-yard line. Up the middle. Break it through, cross the 10. Into the Bosch red zone. To the Washington 9-yard line. And that's going to be 1st and goal, Kentucky.
So we're in that red zone here. It's bend and don't break territory. A stop here would really lift the Wolfpack, but a score for the Barrels would put the Wolfpack behind the proverbial 8 ball here. Under 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Which for arena football, Jay, it's a lot of time. It really
Absolutely
is,
a lot of time.
You don't want to let them get too far out in front of you.
Split receivers either side. High slot in motion left. Toss. Toss and go to Hunter Swoboda. Get a few yards on that run. 2nd and goal on the Washington 7.
inside the 10. That's what makes Kentucky so good. Their physicality, running the ball, mix it up with the backs, or Daryl Overstreet, the ability to take it himself. He already has scored one rushing touchdown here earlier today, 10 on the season. He can go up the middle, he can go to the outside. Then you mix in a big guy like Swoboda, they're dangerous. Epps in motion.
Toss to Epps. Threads the needle. Gets past one tackler. Wolfpack tacklers 2 and 3 will stop forward progress. Desmond Epps down to the Washington 2-yard line. 5-yard pass play. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it looked like we might have had him back around the 6, but he just able to slither away.
High motion Higgins.
Overstreet gets nowhere.
Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. Isaiah Pettick, the Bulldog from Mississippi State, first to get there. No gain, 4th and goal.
Now Andra Hendricks is in there taking his shot on the line as Deshaun Williams has gone out. So it's all hands on deck Ironman football here in the red zone.
Ball far side, hash mark left. Trip receivers to the right.
Out of the shotgun.
Shotgun, yes sir. Higgins, flags fly. Quarterback keep Overstreet, 2-3.
Oh, they're saying he didn't get in. Officials saying he's short of the goal line. We'll see what the flag is.
There's a couple of them out there. We'll get that sorted out.
And the one official saying his knee hit the ground before he crossed the line. They'll definitely take another look at that, and we'll see what the flag is.
See what the combination of the flags are. Here we go. You look downstairs with Mike Livingston. So the Wolfpack defense holds.
And Cedric Walker he isn't going to throw the red flag, so apparently Daryl Overstreet has agreed with it, because I think if your quarterback says, no, I made it, he would have thrown the flag.
Right. We got an official's timeout. Timeout on the field. Let's take it. 7:28 remaining, 3rd quarter from Angel of the Winds Arena here in Everett, Washington. Our score, Kentucky Barrels 30, Washington Wolfpack 21. Presented by Tulalip Resort Casino. When all you want is everything, log on to everythingtulalip.com. We take timeout. This is the AF1 on Fox 13+.
You feel that? This that AF1. What? Run for the city. Run. Rep your colors. Side by side. When the lights come on, we go high. AF1. The ball never dies.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed at the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Washington, they bent, but they did not break. They will start this offensive series 1st and 10 on their own 1-yard line. Receiver goes inside a slot on the right-hand side. Flags fly over the place. It looks like the defensive penalty. Air it up over the top. And caught. 5 to the crib. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Oh, man. Joe Golden is losing his mind out here. Freddie Booth Lloyd way across the line. Gives it a free play. If that stands, my gosh. Katie, bar the door. It just got good, JJ.
Yes, sir.
What a pass. That was just on a rope.
Roll that one more time before we get to the 2-point conversion.
Nothing but green light, real estate.
Stevens.
Oh, that's Tyler Stevens, a tight end on that one.
The Tiger from Missouri, 6'6", 237 yards, beat his defender. And that going for a long way, 49 yards on the one-play drive to put the Wolfpack within 3 at 30-27. 2-point conversion attempt. Receiver in the motion on the yo-yo. Pass up, and just out the fingertips and bounced off. Pass goes incomplete. 2-point conversion fails. But we're going to stay right here from this one.
Yeah, right there, Eric Phoenix. He had such a small window to throw that ball to the end zone, trying to lead Akil Greer. Just a tad bit too low. Akil trying to get there. 6:41 to go now. Wolfpack down by 3. They are playing with some renewed energy here. You don't like to see anybody go out of the game, but Dante Reed gets ejected, and it has galvanized the defense, and then a huge play from the offense. And you got to love the all hands on deck of the guys on offense coming into play on the D line.
So again, one play, 49 yards. Time of possession, 47 seconds. Eric Phoenix with a touchdown strike to Tyler Stevens. And with a 2-point conversion failing, makes things, as Arnie Johnson would say back from the Laugh-In days in the early 70s, very interesting.
You said the name, and I thought, wait a minute, that's
who is that guy?
How old is this reference? Because that's the first thing I thought of was Laugh-In. He's going there. He's going there with Laugh-In. Okay.
Here's the run up and the kick. Here we go. They'll be picked up on the line. Drive 15, 20, 25, the midfield stripe, and stop on the Washington 22-yard line. Epps on the return, and we got another Wolfpack player down. But that's Tywan Buckley. He gets up on his own power.
Yep. T-Buck hops up. Not enough to keep him down.
He's like Timex. Take a look, going to keep on ticking.
Well, if you've watched a lot
he's a dog like that, man. He's all about it.
If you've watched a lot of Wolfpack games this year, you realize at least once a game, T-Buck completely lays the lumber to somebody. He's one of the hardest hitters in the league.
And when he hits you, he hits you hard.
You stay hit, yes.
So Kentucky will start this offensive series 1st and 10 on the Washington Wolfpack 22-yard line. Run out to the far side. And put on the roll. Out to the dashboard, far side, may gain 1. It's 2nd down and 9. Hunter Svoboda on the dash.
Yeah, speaking of Buckley, I think that Buckley's out there on the tackle. Well,
2nd and 9.
Might have been Jazz Rashid out there on the tackle.
Kentucky 30, Washington 27. James Spring, JJ Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus and streaming live on Arena-Football-1 on YouTube. Second down and 9 for the Barrels on the Washington 21-yard line. Overstreet will pass it up over the top, over the shoulder.
Oh, it's picked!
And picked up in the air, and it's picked up. Byron Edwards, 10, 15 to the Dasher boards. Goodness golly, Don Henley and all that dirty laundry down there. We got to find out what all that's about. The pendulum, oh my, how it swung. And defensive coordinator D. Millie getting a hand on it.
In and out of the hands of Higgins, and Byron picks it up and takes off the other way. Multiple flag. We'll see what they sort this out. That would be Byron Edwards, I believe, his 10th interception of the year to lead the league.
That is correct, sir. Here we go. Here's referee Mike Livingston.
Well, we're just talking about
personal foul penalty on Taiwan Buckley.
Yeah,
it's going to move the football back half the distance to the goal. But key interception at 5'10".
Well, with T-Buck being a defender, you know, his first thought's to hit somebody. Byron makes the pick, and, you know, Buckley's just looking to hit somebody.
It's open season, not duck or rabbit. It's open season. 1st and 10, Wolfpack on their own 4-yard line. Going around the hook inside slot, left-hand side. Handoff, Andre Hendricks. It will end up losing a yard on that handoff. I think someone in that formation, in terms of the handoff, it should have zigged when he was supposed to zag. If you can look at that replay one more time,
well, it doesn't
before
open
that snap.
With Joe Golden bringing pressure from that side, which he's been doing all night long. He's been great on the defensive line, and he just has a way of disrupting everything.
Yeah. So 2nd down, we'll call it 11 from the Washington 3-yard line. In motion outside. Swing pass. Pass complete. Brought out. Take it to the 5. Flag thrown on the play. Fumble. I don't think the ground can cause a fumble, but it's clearly designated the receiver was down. And that was Akil Greer on the receiving end of that pass. Ends up with a gain of 2. We got to wait the call on the flag on the penalty. Here's Mike Livingston.
I think it's going to be against the Wolfpack. Yep.
Tyler Stevens, player flagged on that penalty, so half the distance to the goal. It only moves it back 1 yard, but every stitch of this turf is precious. Makes a 2nd down and 12 for Washington on their own 2-yard line. Line to gain is the Wolfpack 13. Single receivers either side, high motion inside slot. I think we had 2 receivers go in motion before the snap. That's going to be a procedure penalty and moving back half the distance to the goal again.
We'll see what they got over there on the right side. Yep. I'm going to say Jake Oliphant moved a little bit too early, but I think you're right. It looked like there was some receivers moving as well.
Big Jake Oliphant, 6'5", 300-pounder for the University of South Dakota. Makes it 2nd down and 13 on the Washington Wolfpack 1-yard line. Outside of slot, swing pass. Pass complete. Take it to the 5. And forward progress was for Stevenson on the reception. Gets a little bit of space to work with. Forward progress.
Yeah, as soon as they hit him into the dasher, he's considered down. And in Deshaun's mind, well, I didn't actually go down. I should be able to keep running, but gives him a little bit of breathing room here. They were way back, and just that gain of about 6-7 yards is going to help them make it 3rd and 7. That way, Eric Phoenix just has a little bit more room behind him should he have to scramble to evade the rush.
High motion. Pass, far side, pass complete across the 15 down to the 17-yard line. It may be enough for a Washington Wolfpack first down.
I think it's Tyler Stevens again, the tight end lined up out there. It is.
Get it,
He's lined up one more time. Just drives down, just turns and just runs 10 yards, sits down. Phoenix puts it on a rope to him and move the chains. I don't know if you can ask for a better tight end in the league than Tyler Stevens and his hands.
Without question.
He's got great hands. He's made a few catches this year that have been a high degree of difficulty. He's managed to reel them in.
First and 10, Washington on the Kentucky Barrels 22-yard line. High motion inside slot. Hand off to Andre Hendricks. Bowling ball across the 20 to the Kentucky 19-yard line.
I love how when Hendricks is able to.
And Jake Oliphant, sorry to interrupt, but Jake Oliphant, he was getting a haw on John with a couple of the Kentucky defenders there. Gain of 3 for Andre Hendricks.
I love when Hendricks has that space or gets to the edge. He has evil intentions.
From the Kentucky 19-yard line. Second down and 7 for the Wolfpack. Buck and a half remaining here in the third quarter. Kentucky 30, Washington 27. Second and 7 for the Pack. Ball spotted on the Kentucky 19-yard line on the left hash mark. Screen pass. Ooh. In and out of the hands, incomplete, but a flag thrown on the play. Down on the Kentucky 17-yard line. Let's see what comes of this.
Karance Higgins now playing on the defensive side of the ball. This is the old throwback to the AFL, the Iron Man football, because there's been some disqualifications. Guys are playing up 2 ways, absolutely.
Again, there's referee Mike Livingston with a call. So, personal foul penalty on Sayosi Finau out of Butte College.
He should be disqualified. I believe he was part of the earlier personal foul barrage at the half.
So, pass is incomplete. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the Barrels, and that will make it first down and goal to go for Washington on the Kentucky 9-yard line. Phoenix flushed out, pocket. In trouble, airs it up. It's a duck, and it is intercepted by Kentucky. Ill-advised play and throw by Phoenix, and there on the interception, Bashu Delco II from Fort Hays State, 6'3", 205.
Yeah, he's kind of rolling, dropping back, and decides to throw it up there. And immediately on the way to the bench, he tapped himself on the chest saying, "My bad." That's the lone bad decision he's made today, and it ends up in an interception.
Let's take it. 52 seconds remaining, third quarter. Our score from Angel the Winds Arena here in Everett, Washington. Kentucky 30, Washington 27. Presented by Tulalip Resort Casino, where all you want is everything. Everything Tulalip.com. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus.
You want soft?
Over the boards he goes.
Wrong building.
It is a touchdown.
This is Arena Football 1. Walls, speed, impact. This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. 8 men, nowhere to run. Hockey speed, football violence. Don't blink, because in here, the ball never dies. Watch Arena Football 1 live all weekend long. TheAF1.com.
Over the boards he goes.
The moment it happens.
Touchdown, Oregon Lightning.
The hits, the highlights, the news that shakes the league. It's already here. This isn't yesterday's story. This is right now. The AF1.com is your inside line to everything Arena Football 1. The AF1.com. Don't hear about it later.
Okay, back up. Okay, we'll take it. Okay, thank you. Look forward to it.
Well,
You got
welcome
it.
back here. An interception has gone the way of the Barrels, and they've got the ball deep in their own territory, JJ.
1st and 10 for the Barrels at our 3-yard line. Pass up the middle. Pass falls incomplete. We've got a special announcement coming your way in just minutes, courtesy of directly from the AF1 and the Director of League Officials, Jason Caponia. So once we get that email, once we get that message, then we will get that to you ASAP for our friends that are watching on YouTube, at Arena-Football-1, and on the telly here in the Pacific Northwest at Fox 13 Plus, KCJO TV, Seattle, Tacoma, Everett. Final play of the third quarter will not happen as the clock expires. 45 minutes in the books. The fourth and final frame awaits. Hang on tight. Get ready for a wild ride. Fourth quarter action on the other side. After 45 minutes of play, our score, Kentucky Barrels 30, Washington Wolfpack 27. Presented by Tulalip Resort Casino, where all you want is everything. Log on to everythingtulalip.com and their summer concert series. We take time out. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus.
You feel that? This that AF1. What? Run for the city. Run. Rep your colors. Side by side. When the lights come on, we go high. AF1. The ball never dies. Woo. Woo.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, now you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's
Start of the fourth and final quarter from Angel of the Winds Arena here in Everett, Washington. Kentucky, the leather in the lead at 30-27. Barrels on a second down and 10. And out in trouble, ends up getting forward progress and stopped at the 5-yard line. So it is going to be Darrell Overstreet Jr., the quarterback on the keep. Gains about 2.
Well, great pressure there by the defensive lineman, Deshaun Williams. And you have an announcement you'd like to read here.
And we're going to make this quick, so for everyone, lock in for a moment. At the end of the second quarter, due to extenuating circumstances, the AF1 League Office and Jason Caponia, Director of Officials, promptly received the on-field altercations. We'll explain more at the end of this play. 3rd down and 8. From the Kentucky 5-yard line. Fumble down the ground. Underneath. It's recovered by Washington. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Jazz Rashid jumps on the football. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
How the pendulums have swung.
Pressure from Deshaun Williams again. They get to Overstreet, 3rd turnover of the game.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. Jazz Rashid on the fumble recovery in the end zone, and Washington takes the lead at just under 14 minutes. Clock rolling here in the fourth quarter. Washington Wolfpack 33, Kentucky Barrels 30.
And keep in mind, we have to go for 2 because of an injury.
We got a lot to explain, so hang on tight. We'll get you situated in just a moment. 2-point conversion attempt. Williams will get the handoff, try to get over the top. He shakes loose off a couple of tacklers. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to get met up. First to get there was Quincy Higgins for Kentucky. So, fumble recovery for Jazz Rashid for the Washington touchdown. Fumble recovery in the end zone, and the 2-point conversion fails. So at 13 minutes, 26 seconds, Washington take the lead. Wolfpack 33, Kentucky Barrels 30. Jim Bring, JJ Jensen with you now to get to the message at hand. As we noted before, the fumble recovery by Washington. Now, at the end of the second quarter, due to extenuating circumstances, the AF1 League Office and Jason Caponia, Director of Officials, promptly reviewed the on-field altercations that transpired in the second quarter. Disciplinary actions, player ejections, Dante Reed for Washington, and James Kimbrough for Kentucky. Both were ejected for unsafe misconduct. Team penalties, blanket unsportsmanlike conduct fouls were assessed to both teams. The league, represented by AF1, maintains a zero-tolerance policy regarding such behavior and will not condone these actions under any circumstances. Automatic ejection policy. Any player who had previously received an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty was subject to automatic ejection from the game. And that is from the AF1 office and Director of Officials, Jason Caponia. Now, we have that. We are staying put. 13-26 remaining fourth quarter. Washington 33, Kentucky 30.
Well, that's an interesting series of events there that led to some disciplinary action. I'm sure is going to be forthcoming, as well as the ejections. Of course, they kind of got to clean that up. There's a little bit of extracurricular activity there, and the league is going to frown on that. And then it carried over with those 2 players that got ejected later on. And
now, update in regards to Luis Ferreira, kicker for Washington. Medical personnel said a bad leg injury and will be seen at a hospital here in Everett.
So, Wolfpack are going to be on the lookout for another kicker. Tough to lose Luis Ferreira. Such a great young man out of Brazil. Great leg. But here we go. Here's the kick by Deshaun Williams. He'll be returned on the line drive on the 15-20. Working to the far side dasher boards at 25-yard line, the midfield stripe. And that's where Kentucky will start this offensive series. 13 minutes, 14 seconds left in regulation time.
A good return there by Desmond Epps. He's just so quick and keeps moving forward, quick feet. Good job by the Wolfpack here to clamp down on him. He might be the most dangerous kick returner they've faced all year. And overall, so far this game, they've done a pretty effective job on him, not letting him break a really long one. 13 minutes to go, and the Wolfpack are up by 3, but Barrels at midfield and driving.
Ball on the far side, hash mark. High motion, Desmond Epps going the hook on the left, overstreet pass up the middle, pass is caught on the Washington 15-yard line, forward progress down to the 10. Desmond Epps, the Vandal from Idaho with a 15-yard, actually going to make it 16 yards from overstreet to Epps.
Now they have him listed at 5'10", 180, and boy, I just don't know that he's 5'10", but he's quick as a cat out there.
First and goal, Kentucky. On the Washington Wolfpack 9-yard line. 2 receivers far side. On the hook, motion inside slot is Epps. Overstreet with a 5-step drop, pass up the middle. Pass is caught at the 3-yard line and taken into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Barrels. Desmond Epps. 9 yards out. So Kentucky will take the lead at 36-33 with 11 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in what looks to be a wild and woolly fourth quarter. As we take a look at the replay one more time.
Yeah, Epps is the motion man, and he pulls 2 defenders with him in that direction. And Donovan Ollie just runs the underneath route, and finds some space, and gets in for the touchdown. Kentucky back on top. So the Epps being such a weapon now with Darius Prince out of the game, Epps is kind of the go-to guy. It attracts a lot of attention. Just clears everything out underneath there, and next thing you know, Ollie's all by his lonesome.
36-33, Kentucky taking the lead. And we got whistles, flags fly. False start.
Now they're going
preliminary
for 2
indication,
here.
Right. Ryan Johnson Jr. from Youngstown State. Big guy moved on the line too quick, so it's going to move the football back 5 yards. So we'll try for the conversion once again. Kentucky coming into this game, 7 wins, 2 losses. Washington Wolfpack, 4 wins, 4 losses on a 2-game winning streak. 2-point conversion coming up. High motion, outside slot, overstreet, passes up. It's caught at the 3-yard line, and forward progress is stopped.
Yeah, Higgins can't get in there. He throws it out in the flat. To Gronce Higgins, looks like he's wide open, but the Wolfpack close out on him quickly.
So we got a timeout on the field. We will take it. 10 minutes, 53 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Our score, Kentucky Barrels 36, Washington Wolfpack 33. Proudly brought to you by Tulalip Resort Casino, when all you want is everything. Log on to everythingtulalip.com.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed at the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, Full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Here we go again. That's going to leave a mark.
This is Arena Football 1.
This is what AF1 is all about.
The ball never dies.
He flipped over the wall and hung on.
The wall is waiting.
This is Arena Football 1.
No sideline.
He got lit up by the wall. That's going to leave a mark.
No way out.
A hit like that only happens in Arena Football 1.
Because in here, the ball never dies.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boots, hit ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you need that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, now you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late. Feel the ground shake, no breaks. Hear the sound, that's us, that's us, that's us.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
Take the lead right back. Leading hosts Washington 36-33 with 10 minutes, 53 seconds remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Jim brings JJ Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus and streaming on YouTube at Arena-Football-1. Thanks to the great folks at Home Team Network HTN. Here's a kick. The kickoff will go over it will go over the dasher boards at beyond the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback.
You know, Byron Edwards is back there just licking his chops, hoping he could return that football.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, his presence has been felt here with an interception earlier.
So it'll be first down, 10 to go for the Washington Wolfpack on their own 20-yard line. It's turned out to be a very compelling game to come here to the fourth and final frame.
It really has. It looked like at the end of the first half it was starting to get away from the Wolfpack a little bit, but huge interception before the half. It kind of turned the tide, and the second half seems like the Wolfpack have had most of the momentum.
Getting little bits and pieces. First down, 10 to go, and we got a flag thrown. Delay a game. Delay a game on Washington.
This may be the most flag-laden arena football game, JJ, that I've ever seen in my life. It seems like one right after another.
So first and 15 for Washington, their own 15-yard line. Inside slot on the high motion. Phoenix overshoots everybody. Goes about 4 rows into the stands. And does not going to be grounding.
No, he was outside of the pocket.
He was outside the tackle box, right?
I think it looked like he thought Deshaun Williams was maybe going to run a little bit deeper route. Next thing you know, there was just nowhere to go with it. So he makes a good decision this time and just throws it away. Second down.
Line to gain is the Kentucky 20-yard line. High motion inside slot, left-hand side. Passes up. It's caught. It's Brandon Labana across the 20. Down on the Kentucky 17-yard line.
Great route running by Brandon. Slips right into that seam here. We'll see it on the replay. Comes out of the motion, just cuts to the outside. Great throw by Eric Phoenix over the head of one defender. Hits Lambada in stride at the dasher, first down.
First and 10, Wolfpack on the Kentucky 17. Keel Greer on the hook in motion, inside slot, right-hand side. Phoenix going to pass it up. It's over the top, beyond the reach of the intended receiver. Akil Greer there defensively. DeMonte McCurdy for Kentucky. It's 3rd and 10.
Well, both of the main target receivers for the Wolfpack, being Williams and Greer, both of them have about 5-6 inches over McCurdy. So Eric Phoenix may be picking on him a little bit, but that was just overthrown.
7th play of the drive coming. 2nd down and 10. Swing pass. It was a forward pass, but it bounced off the receiver, but it hit the ground. Yeah. So it's a forward pass. Pass is incomplete.
Good job by Brandon Lambada, because where the official's standing, if he thought it was a backwards pass, it's a live ball. So Brandon alertly plays it like it's a live ball. No harm, no foul, because if the official decides it was a lateral pass or behind backwards, then it would have been a live ball. So good job by Brandon to be aware enough.
7:40 clock rolling here in the 4th quarter. Kentucky 36, Washington 33. Wolfpack at a 3rd down and 10 line to gain is the Kentucky 7-yard line. Passes up, batted out of the hands. It was caught initially, but batted out of the hands by DeMonte McCurdy. Timed that just right at the microsecond. Get a look at this.
You can't play any better defense here. McCurdy, it's in the gloves of Akil Greer, and McCurdy just gets a hand in and bats it away. Nice play there by the defensive back. And a great thing about that, that left hand never touched Akil Greer either. No way they could call pass interference. His right hand went right to the football. Good play.
Again, the line to gain for Washington is the Kentucky 7-yard line, and we've got ourselves a timeout. Timeout on the field. Timeout called by the Kentucky Barrels head coach, Cedric Walker. We take timeout. 6:47 remain here in the 4th and final quarter. Our score, Kentucky Barrels 36, Washington Wolfpack 33 from Angel of the Winds Arena here in Everett. Proudly brought to you by Tulalip Resort Casino, where all you want is everything. Log on to everythingtulalip.com. We take timeout. This is the AF1 on Fox 13+.
He's already flying.
This is Arena Football 1.
Full speed at the snap.
The ball never dies.
Man, you can't defend that speed.
He's already at full speed before the snap.
Blink and you miss him.
You're not chasing him, you're surviving him.
He's gone just like that.
By the time you react, full speed, full chaos. He's gone. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Here we go again. That's going to leave a mark.
This is Arena Football 1.
This is what AF1 is all about.
The ball never dies.
He flipped over the wall and hung on.
The wall is waiting.
This is Arena Football 1.
No sideline.
He got lit up by the wall.
That's going to leave a mark.
No way out.
A hit like that only happens in Arena Football 1.
Because in here, the ball never dies.
Clarksville wasn't built quiet, now built loud, built proud, built fire. Built on boutique ground, no tire. Built on hearts that don't back down, go higher. No permission, we don't ask that. Keep the door, yeah, we crash that. 48 inches wall, where you at? Running too wide, yeah, you meet that. Yeah, no sidelines, ain't no safety. No soft land is gonna save me. You don't watch, nah, you feel me. Whole crowd standing, energy crazy. Show up early, stay late, feel the ground shake. No breaks, hear the sound, that's us, that's us, that's us.
Whatever your game is, pain shouldn't stop you. At Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we're here to help you move forward. From the sidelines to the operating room, from rehab to recovery, our team of experts provides the same world-class care trusted by the pros, so you can keep playing, working, and living without limits. Don't let pain hold you back. Schedule your appointment today at beaconortho.com.
As we have just lost our screen. Okay, we got it back. 6:47 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Kentucky 36, Washington 33. Wolfpack on a 4th down and 10. Flags fly, free play. It's intercepted, but it's going to go for naught.
Well, assuming this is against Kentucky, which it
should
looked
be.
like it was.
Yes. I believe it's going to be encroachment on the defense because I saw edge rusher. And indeed, that is going to be the case.
That's Sidney Houston Jr. Between him and Joe Golden, they have been bringing all kinds of pressure today, and that type of Sidney jumped a little bit too soon.
So now 4th down and 5 for the Wolfpack on the Kentucky 12. The line to gain for the Wolfpack is the Barrels 7-yard line.
Big 4th down here.
2 receivers near side right. Akil Greer will do the hook inside a slot. Cut back on the angle on the outside. Phoenix passes up, is caught the 5, stretch, and into the end zone! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Akil Greer attracts so much attention, and Brandon Lambanta's just so good at finding soft spots in the defense, and Greer's route just opened it up for Lambanta to slide in there, and Eric Phoenix makes a great read, as we see right here. Lambanta just catches it right in front of Jodrick Lewis and gets it into the end zone.
6 minutes, 14 seconds.
Wow.
Washington takes the lead right back. Wolfpack 39. Barrels of Kentucky 36. Point after touchdown is next. And again, with the injury to Washington's kicker, Wolfpack going to go for the 2-point conversion. Receivers in the triangle on the release on the outside. Phoenix will air it out far side up to the corner. It is caught. 2-point conversion successful.
Great play call right there by Coach J.R. Wells as everybody concentrates on Deshaun Williams coming across the middle. Akil Greer just snakes to the outside. We'll see it here. Deshaun goes in motion. He just cuts across, and everybody goes with him. And Akil just snakes out there to the corner. What a great job. Great pass by Eric Phoenix. Here it is again. Everybody goes with the big guy, Deshaun Williams.
We got a timeout on the field. It comes at 5:49 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Washington Wolfpack 41, Kentucky Barrels 36. Presented by Tulalip Resort Casino, where all you want is everything. Log on to everythingtulalip.com. We take timeout. This is AF1 on Fox 13+.
This is Arena Football 1.
Welcome to the fastest game on turf.
The ball never dies.
This is what AF1 is all about.
You want soft?
Let's go!
Wrong building.
Hits like that only happen in Arena Football 1.
Walls.
There's no escape on this field.
Speed.
To the house.
Impact.
This is why you tune in.
This game doesn't slow down. It closes in. Because in here, the ball never dies. This is Arena Football 1.
Unbelievable!
The ball never dies.
This is Arena Football 1.
8 men.
Hey, you're going to remember that one.
Nowhere to run.
Only in AF1.
Hockey speed.
Another one.
Football violence.
Unbelievable.
Small field.
Welcome to the wall.
Big collisions.
This is what AF1 is all about.
Don't blink. Because in here, the ball never dies.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
(41-36), Washington taking a lead right back. 12-yard touchdown pass from Eric Phoenix to Brendan Labana. And a 2-point conversion pass from Eric Phoenix to Akil Greer. Here's the run up in the kick.
Oh, it's bobbled.
It got touched up, and it got pinned out to the dasher boards. Play will keep on going as they're on the return across the 20 down to the Kentucky Barrels 21-yard line.
So are they determining that he caught it before it hit the dasher, because where he touched it and it hit the dasher, it should have been a dead ball immediately,
exactly.
Correct?
Yep.
So that's, well, it doesn't look like the coaches for the Wolfpack are arguing it, so they're not going to make an issue out of it. I guess I won't either, but we saw that earlier on a kick return that went off a receiver and hit the dasher, and it was downed. And of course, this time it works out in the way of the Barrels. They'll take over from their own 20.
1st and 10 for Kentucky on their own 20-yard line. Overstreet with a 5-step drop. He'll air it out. High floater, passes up, it's intercepted! Yes!
Micaiah Lee with his second pick of the game. He had that interception just before the half, and this time that ball was just thrown up there rather ill-advised by Darrell Overstreet, and Micaiah Lee snags it. Wolfpack ball.
The defensive back, 5'10" and 180 pounds out of Western Oregon. A look on the AF1 replay. Overstreet.
Yeah, he's just playing center field. He's just playing it like he's just a center fielder in a deep zone, and I don't think that Darrell Overstreet saw him. JJ, I don't think he saw him at all. From where he was standing, he probably thought that Higgins was all by himself. I can't imagine Overstreet would have even thrown that ball had he seen Lee sliding back there. Huge play by the Wolfpack. Momentum fully on their side.
A 5-point lead, leather in hand. 5 minutes exactly, fourth quarter. 41-36 Washington. Single receivers either side. Ball spotted on the Wolfpack's own 5-yard line. High motion inside slot. Pass it to the near side right. Pass complete across the 10. Forward progress down at the Wolfpack. Mark it off at the Wolfpack 12-yard line. Akil Greer on the receiving end. It's a 7-yard pass play. Makes it 2nd down and 3.
This is Wolfpack football we're seeing right here. Quick out, quick out, quick out, quick out. They will get you in that false sense of security, bringing that defense up to stop that out, and then they'll hit you with something deep.
2nd and 12, or 2nd and 3 for the Wolfpack on the Washington 12-yard line. Handoff, Andre Hendricks. Won't go much anywhere. Might get about maybe a half yard, no more.
But right here, you've got the lead. The clock is your friend. If Hendricks can pick up that 2 or 3 yards, that's all you're looking for. You don't need him to break a long one, JJ. You just want him to get positive yards, keep the chains moving, and suck that defense up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3 now for the Wolfpack. Line to gain is the Washington 15-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the left. High motion outside slot. Pass out far side. Pass complete. 17, 20, midfield. Later player. He gone. All the way to the crib. Touchdown Wolfpack.
Watch this play. We saw earlier they hit Lambada on that out. They jump Lambada heading to the dashers and leave Williams all alone. This play was set up from the last drive.
37 yards. Williams treated the Kentucky defenders like the Ron Howard movie from the late 70s. Eat my dust. 47-36 Washington. Point after touchdown next with over 3 minutes left in this one.
Well, this will be a huge 2-point play here.
Greer in the motion on the right side. Phoenix whistle. Pass batted down. Pass was incomplete. Thought I heard an inadvertent whistle.
I thought I did too.
But nonetheless, the conversion fails.
Hopefully we can get a look at that replay from the line of scrimmage when just great route running there by Lombada. They have to respect him going to that soft spot. Then there's Williams running down the sideline and eventually into the end zone. 11-point lead here, 2-possession game with 2:51 to go.
But a lot can happen in the blink of an eye. We know that many times over.
Well, Darius Prince is not in the ball game, but they still have Desmond Epps, who is extremely explosive. And we've seen today what Higgins can do with a couple of touchdowns. So they still have some weapons out there.
We'd like to give a shout out to the great folks over at Dickman Sports Bar over in Kentucky. Out at Fort Wright. For those of you hanging out with us.
Well, that sounds fun. I'm glad we're here, but it wouldn't be bad being there either, I have a feeling.
Well, they play at Western Kentucky University Arena.
The Hilltoppers.
Yes, that's it.
That's right. Here we go, Mr. Williams.
Here's the kick, end over end. It will be returned on the Kentucky 14-yard line. Shake off one tackle, cross midfield into Washington Wolfpack territory. Cross the 20.
Good return that time by Higgins.
And that will end up on the Washington 19-yard line. 2:42.
Well, definitely the highest kick that Williams has got off, but good blocking set up there by the Barrels. And Caronce Higgins able to get it into Washington territory down at their 19-yard line with clock ticking away, approaching 2.5 to go.
Here's Kentucky now. Ball on the near side, hash mark left. Single receivers either side. In motion, Epps to the slot. Pass. Falls short. Pass incomplete. Intended for Desmond Epps.
Ball tipped there by Jazz Rashid, who already has a fumble cover for a touchdown. He gets a hand up and bats it away. Darrell Overstreet Jr. does not seem rattled at all. He just cool as a cucumber back there, man.
Inside of 2 minutes, clock rolling here at 1:50 to go. Epps in motion, inside slot left. Delayed, whistles blow, flags fly. I believe we're going to have a false start on Kentucky. That would be the preliminary indication.
I think it's going to be on Ryan Johnson Jr., JJ. He backed up quickly. Pretty sure that's who it's going to be on over there. The Barrels have been a little out of sorts today. They're not used to seeing them have this many issues with flags and false starts.
When you lose a couple of cogs in your wheel offensively.
Yep.
So a fourth offensive foul in the second half. So it goes from a 5-yard penalty to a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, this has not been Kentucky Barrels football. I've watched all their games this year, and just out of sorts today, and then losing some people, and the ejections hasn't helped them.
2nd and 10 for Kentucky on their own 21-yard line. Overstreet with a 5-step drop. He's going to get flushed. Ball is loose. Recovered by the Barrels. Getting on top is Melvin Hollins from Jackson State. 6'2", 315-pounder, your fullback. Wolfpack defense was all over Overstreet like a bad suit.
Yeah, Isaiah Pettick again. He's had a great game. He's in there again. Third and forever now.
Third and a ton. Well, 3rd and 32. Here's Overstreet. Pass up the middle, flag thrown on the play. Pass complete. Higgins. We'll find out what the flag's all about on the Kentucky 16-yard line. As we got 1:02 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
This could have been a linebacker leaving the box too soon by where that flag came in. We'll see what they have to say. Good route running there by Higgins to get open underneath with Overstreet under pressure again. A lot of pressure the Wolfpack are putting on them without their normal front three. It's been impressive. Yep, Jazz Rashid.
Out of Wayne State College, Jazz Rashid, 6 foot, 198-pounder. Right through that penalty, it's going to end up being an automatic first down. So what was 3rd and like 32, and we got the whistle to the 1-minute warning. 60 seconds left in regulation. Hang on tight. We take timeout here at Angel of the Winds Arena here in Everett. AF1 proudly brought to you by Tulalip Resort Casino. When all you want is everything, log on to everythingtulalip.com. This is the AF1 on Fox 13 Plus.
It starts in a quiet, empty building, and the lights come on. Suddenly, you're not watching the game. You're inside it. Every step, every hit, you can feel it building, faster, louder, until there's no space left and no holding it back. This is Arena Football 1. Watch on Home Team Network.
Clarksville, don't whisper. Clarksville roars. Because in here, the ball never dies.
So my very fondest memory at an Abby's came in high school after we won a state championship in basketball, a moment we'll never forget. The very first thing we did, celebrated across the street at Abby's. And for us to just enjoy and savor the season and what we accomplished there, and that pizza became synonymous with this championship memory. It's great to have some of those just foundational, traditional spots that we can all go to and enjoy a great time.
Lateral G-force dampeners engaged.
0 to 60.
Burst propulsion activated. Aerobic capacity maximized.
Hydraulic extension vector enabled.
Threat detection engaged.
This monster is ready.
Minnesota Monsters. Get your tickets now.
60 seconds left in this tilt. Washington Wolfpack 47, Kentucky Barrels 36. 1st and 10 for Kentucky on their own 18-yard line. Overstreet with a little dump pass up the middle. Trying to seem complete across the 15 and down to the Washington, called the Washington 11-yard line. 21 yards on the pass play and a timeout.
Yeah, Kentucky has to take a timeout here. They don't want to waste any time on the clock. Their thinking right here has to be, Cedric Walker is thinking has got to be, we need to score fast.
Yes.
Because we have to get that ball back. So, you know, from here, every play that doesn't get in the end zone, the clock becomes more your enemy.
And right now with Washington with a double-digit lead and 49 seconds left on the clock.
How about a thank you to everybody out there still watching along here. This is a game's gone a long time here for all of you still back. Gosh, in Kentucky, they're watching this game at the sports bar there. It's pretty late there. It's 9:20 here.
Yep. Dickman Sports Bar.
Fort Wright, Kentucky. Wherever you may be enjoying our cast, especially here in the Pacific Northwest on KCJO TV, Fox 13 Plus, Seattle, Tacoma, Everett, 1st and 10, Kentucky on the Washington 12-yard line. Overstreet pass up the middle. It's in and out of the hands.
Is it caught on the rebound?
But it was caught out of bounds.
I think the ball hit the dasher, and that's what they're saying.
It did.
Higgins was there. He clearly caught it. The Wolfpack are saying that ball went off of Epps, off the dasher. Now, off the dasher, it's a... Oh,
but he lost.
No.
They're going to call it touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, I'm sure that JR is going to have that reviewed.
Absolutely. I would not hesitate to throw that red flag out. Get a look at this one more time. Overstreet.
He's looking Epps the whole way along the back. It goes out of his hands. Well, under the rule that, if they're saying the ball is live off anything, I guess it is a touchdown. I'm sure they're going to look at this and come to a conclusion. I guess they're not even going to look at it.
47-42.
Oh, it's a Higgins touchdown on the rebound. They're not even going to review it. So whatever that is, 11-yard touchdown.
At 40 seconds remaining. 2-point conversion. Overstreet passes up over the top. He goes in and out of the hands. Incomplete.
Yeah,
2-point conversion fails. Rashad Higgins tries to plead his case to no avail. 2-point conversion fails. We've got a timeout on the field. Actually, we're staying right here.
Yeah, Byron
a break
Edwards,
in the action.
Yeah, Byron Edwards is there in his hip pocket, JJ, and he still wants a pass interference. He's not going to get it.
Like it says on the mural on my walls, it's been a family heirloom for over 50 years, 55 years now. Let it be.
Let it be.
Let it be, baby. 47-42, Washington Wolfpack over the Kentucky Barrels. James Ring, JJ Jensen with you here on Fox 13 Plus and streaming online on YouTube at Arena-Football-1. Don't forget, Wolfpack hosts the Michigan Arsenal a week from tonight, Saturday, June 27th, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the kickoff. Gates open at 1. The doors open 1 hour prior. Don't forget to stop by the Washington Wolfpack headquarters in the back, behind the main building, the old Martin Lumber Building in Everett, Washington, just on Broadway.
Now keep in mind here, this has to go past the 10-yard line.
You got the hand squad up in front.
Yes, you do. He's going to try to kick this, and hopefully it hits for him. It takes a high bounce, and it does.
It'll be caught. It's Stevens up front.
Yep, Tyler Stevens grabs it, does the right thing, dives down.
So with 38 seconds remaining, a 5-point lead for Washington. Right now, Kentucky, total yards, 272 yards to Washington's 250. First downs all even, 12 aside.
Well, you just want to get the clock started here. Don't be surprised if it's just a handoff to Hendricks, the big fella.
Penalties. Kentucky was 16 for 102 yards. For Washington, 6 penalties, 30 yards. First and 10, Washington on the Kentucky 10-yard line. Run up the middle. Going to be content to maintain control of possession and let that clock tick. Unless a timeout is called, and one is called very quickly.
That quick timeout here, Kentucky. That's their last timeout. So
that's the last one in the chamber. None left to shoot. 47-42, Washington. Coming into this ball game even at 500 on the year on a 2-game winning streak. And this is the opening game of a 3-game homestand for the Pack. Again next week, Wolfpack hosts the Michigan Arsenal. Saturday, June 27th, 6 p.m. Pacific with kickoff, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll have the game for you on Fox 13 Plus.
and on Arena-Football-1 on YouTube.
Well, I think
Second
on
and goal.
Wednesday, you and JJ are going to have a lot, or you and JR are going to have a lot to talk about. Look at that.
Yes, we will. And ball advanced across the 5 down to the Kentucky 3-yard line. The flag thrown on the play. Yes, indeed. A lot to be discussing on Wednesday. Every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'm going to get Donovan Harden on that one.
So he'll move the marker back to the Kentucky 19-yard line. Now, while the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show, proudly presented by a bunch of great sponsors and our host site, Buzz Inn Steakhouse, 9910 Evergreen Way in South Everett. 10 Washington locations to serve you, 8 in Snohomish County. Log on to buzzinsteakhouse.com. Great eats, great portions. Second and goal for Washington on the Kentucky 19-yard line. 30 seconds left in regulation time. Run on the left-hand side. We'll keep the clock going. Tick, 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 tick. 20 seconds. And for those who partook in tonight's festivities, they're going to have something to tell their friends and family about on this homestand. 2-1 and time. Full time at Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett, Washington. The Washington Wolfpack are over 500 for the first time in franchise history.
How about that?
And on a 3-game winning streak.
I think they call that a heater, JJ. They're on a heater.
3-game winning streak as the Washington Wolfpack defeat the Kentucky Barrels. Final score, Wolfpack 47, Kentucky Barrels 42.
Well, they're firmly in the playoff conversation now with this win.
As we will get a gander of the updated standings as we are in week number 11. And there is one more game to be played, and that's on Monday, June 22nd, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's an upper Midwest battle.
Minnesota, Michigan, and folks, tune in. That's going to be a good game. They've already played this year, and it was a great game.
So with the victory, Washington will raise their record to 5 wins, 4 losses. For the Kentucky Barrels, their record will fall to 7-4. They have now played 11 games, 1 remains, and the Barrels are now on a 2-game slide with 1 game to go in the campaign. As mentioned, the top 6 teams advance to the AF1 playoffs. The number 1 and number 2 seeds get a bye. The number 6 seed will take on the number 3 seed in mid-July at the end of week 15. The number 5 seed will travel to the number 4 seed. Still games to be played. So Nashville now has 9 games in with a record of 8-1. Albany in second place, 10 games played, record of 8-2. Kentucky, 11 games played, record of 7-4. Minnesota Monsters, 8 games played at 5-3, will play Monday night. Washington Wolfpack, 9 games played, now with a record of 5 wins, 4 losses on a 3-game winning streak. Beaumont Renegades.
They won today.
And they won today, yes. Beaumont Renegades, 8 games played, now with a record of 3 wins, 5 losses. Michigan Arsenal, 9 games played with a record of 3 wins, 6 losses. Michigan a winner. Actually, Michigan will take on Minnesota on Monday night at Amsoil Arena in Duluth, Minnesota. And the Oceanside Bombers grounded at the Cellar. 10 games played, record of 1 win, 9 losses.
Heck of a ball game. We thank you so much for joining us on YouTube at Arena-Football-1 and on Fox 13 Plus KCJO TV in Seattle.
Hey, guess what? We get to do this again next week, brother.
Yes, sir. Saturday, June 27th. Washington Wolfpack hosts the Michigan Arsenal. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time with kickoff. We'll have the game for you on YouTube at Arena-Football-1 and on the telly, local, live, and worldwide on KCJO TV, Fox 13 Plus in Seattle, Tacoma, Everett, and the Great Pacific Northwest. Proudly brought to you by Toledo Resort Casino. When all you want is everything, log on to everythingtoledo.com. For my broadcast partner, Jim Brigham, JJ Jensen, thank you so much for joining us. And a reminder, as always, be good to you and yours. Be healthy, be happy, by all means, please. Do be safe out there every day and every way. For our final time from Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett, Washington, in week number 11 of Arena Football 1. Your final score, Washington Wolfpack 47, Kentucky Barrels 42. For the Great Pacific Northwest, goodbye, good night, and so long, sports.